didn't return.
I was gonna make a Sex in the City reference, but
Samantha is
I don't know
the
the
one
show.
who didn't return. She's the one that has. She's the one that has all the sex. No, they all have.
She
sex.
has all the sex and none of the city.
She's the one that likes it the Well, Samantha.
She likes sex the most out of the.
Is that Kim Cattrall?
I don't know. I was gonna ask if one of them was named Kim.
That's the actress.
Okay.
I think Samantha. I only know
How many of them can we name?
There's.
How many women can you name, Christian? Let's talk about it.
Was that trend? Name a woman.
So for people who never watched Sex in the City, let's see if we can name them.
My parents loved that. Was like peak HBO.
Okay.
And Amber, I don't know if Amber ever watched Sex in the City, but she watched and then there were none. Something like a hot. What was it? No.
There were none. Something like it hot.
I literally just said it. And just like that. Okay.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yeah.
There
okay.
you got Samantha.
Okay.
You have.
There's not a Kim.
There's no Kim.
Okay.
Is
there a Miranda?
Miranda? Oh, Miranda.
Okay.
Miranda is the one I'm thinking of. Is Kim Cattrall, I think.
Sure.
And then you have Charlotte.
Okay. Is there a Bradshaw? Carrie Bradshaw.
Carrie.
That's what it is, right? Isn't her last name
there
Bradshaw?
It is.
Is that like a country singer I'm not familiar with? No, it's Carrie Underwood.
You're thinking of Terry Bradshaw and Carrie Underwood?
Oh, no. Okay, guys, how is the audio level on this intro now? For the love of God, if we got it wrong.
I don't care. I'm over it.
You see, the output levels that we're hearing are different from the ones that you guys are hearing. Sorry about that.
Anyways, we are here. We are live. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
It's another one, and just like that.
And just, did you think that...
Did we miss any? Were there any that were missing?
I was right before. Kim is Samantha.
Kim is Samantha.
Miranda... Now, which
Miranda
one's which? I know that, God, now I'm blanking on her name.
Bradshaw.
Carrie is the main one.
That's Sarah Jessica
Sarah's
Bradshaw.
SJP.
Okay.
W.
Okay.
Yes,
I
that's
feel
the
like
one.
we're missing like 2 or 3.
Well, there's Dig.
Okay.
That's the main dude.
Okay.
That's all I know.
Which one was Allison Williams? That's Girls. Never mind.
That's Girls.
That's Girls.
Don't get
different
it
show.
up.
Different
Yes.
show.
Woo! FS113
guys.
says can hear fine.
Okay.
There it is. Look at
Okay.
us. Welcome back to another episode of The Wanger Show.
Welcome back,
This
folks.
is episode 403.
403 say the Pokemon tonight. I don't know what happened to my voice there. I'm sorry
Went
about
high.
that. Just got really excited to
went
talk about Shinx.
high?
Shinx.
Oh, I've had shingles before.
We got that cute little fucker. Look at him.
I do like that one.
Boy.
Little electric type.
I'm gonna shock you. I'm
Little
gonna keep
electric.
doing it, though.
That's a dog, right? Or is that cat?
I think it gives cat vibes.
Meow.
But let's look at the evolved form for next week.
You know who gives
and
cat
maybe
vibes?
That's a cat.
Yeah.
That's
It's a lion.
It's gotta be
like a
cat.
little lion.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Kind of weak, though. These are some pretty bad stats all throughout here.
You know, I don't
It's
pay
not
attention
good.
to stats. I just I go for vibes. You know.
1 foot tall, 20 pounds. That's a short little stocky guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay.
It's a little boy.
Yeah.
Little thing.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
Yeah. Sorry about that. I got really distracted by
That's
Shinx.
okay. That's okay. You can't say that in the first 10 minutes
Can't say
on
Shinx.
YouTube.
Sorry about
Can't
that.
say Shinx.
Sorry about that.
What's up? What's up, folks? We're
Hey
back.
guys, just a casual little Memorial Day episode.
No
We're just
no
gonna
days
be-
off for us.
Just going to be hanging out. Some
wait.
of y'all might be at barbecues.
Hey.
But we're just chilling.
You wait until you hear our speech. You thought Trump's speech was weird. You wait till you hear ours.
I don't even want to ask how. I don't know what that's.
I don't. He
know
probably
how it
had some.
went, and I don't think I want to know.
He had a speech at some point this weekend. He was at like a graduation for a military
I
thing.
did see that, and he was talking about somebody who
He's
had
like
a
fucking
boat or something.
trophy
and then-
wives
Yeah,
and
yeah,
yachts,
okay, I
and
did
everyone's
see
like,
that.
"What's going on? We made a mistake."
I think I remember talking about this last year for Memorial Day, and I guess I've done nothing about it in the year since. But
Okay.
Man, do I miss barbecues.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like I took them for granted growing up. My
Okay.
family would always have them during, holidays and such, and then they all left California, and now I'm like, no one's hosting the barbecues for
You
old
gotta
Cody
leave,
anymore.
gotta leave California.
These barbecues are too expensive. These these cheeseburgers.
It's my favorite thing about people who leave California is that they can't stop talking about how bad California is. It's
I
like
mentioned when I was up in Idaho, there were bumper stickers that said "Recall Gavin Newsom."
rent free
in Idaho.
Rent
I'm
fucking
like-
free
and
in
it
everyone
wasn't-
else's head.
It wasn't like there was a California plate. It's not like there was a car visiting.
Yeah.
The plate was Idaho, and it said "Recall Gavin Newsom."
It's so sad.
And I'm like, what is going on?
Look, is Gavin Newsom a psychopath? Sure.
Yeah.
But he's our psychopath.
He is.
He's ours. And he's running. I don't know if he is. He probably will.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
pretty much.
I've got thoughts on on how the Dems should handle things. But
And
what
we'll
do
get
I
to
know?
all that tonight,
We'll get
don't
it
you
all.
worry.
First that, and then we'll get to Cody's thoughts on death.
What I did, well, first I want to get to my thoughts on grills because I was actually looking them up today, trying to find like a nice small grill to put in my
In your mouth? Like you want the
No, I'm
the
talking
silver?
about like a grill and a burger.
Oh, sure, yeah.
Maybe put it on like a balcony or something like because I realized I got to bring the barbecues to me, I guess, because my family's not going to be doing them
You get
down here.
you do you get like the Blackstone ones. Those grills.
I think those are too big for my space. You're talking, I got a tiny little corner. I got a little 36-inch little thing here that I got to squeeze a little thing. It's a tiny balcony.
At least you got a space.
Yeah.
I've got nothing.
Okay, well.
Nothing. Am I even a man if I don't have a fucking barbecue?
Would you come to a barbecue if I did it?
Yes, I would help you.
This is my problem. I feel like for these events, like if I invite people over, they're at their family's barbecue. You know,
Oh,
it's like,
sure. Yeah.
So like, who is in the same boat where like you're looking for a barbecue and like
We got to do
look
like
at that, Cody's cooking some steaks.
we got to do the cliche thing where you and I, the men, are standing by the barbecue with beers,
Bud
and we're-
Light. And,
we're cooking, but meanwhile we're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm
we're
doing.
just we're just opening and closing the thing. Looks pretty good. Yeah, a couple minutes.
It's been 2 minutes.
Yeah. Anyway,
I think
this
I've gotten
some guy, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've gotten a handle on cooking steaks on the stove, but now it's like, I got to.
You cook steaks on the stove.
Oh, yeah.
Interesting. How's that go? How's it do with like the steam of all that? Yeah, like that's what I'm worried about.
I think it just depends on the steak. Like I did a fillet.
Okay.
And that gets really smoky.
Okay.
What I did this time, I mean, I watched a few TikToks to see a bunch of cooks and how they would do it. Most of them say after you kind of sear both sides, you put it in the oven for a couple minutes, let it rest.
Really?
Oh yeah, and then
you use both tools essentially.
But it's just it gets so hot in here with the oven that I seared it on both sides for a couple minutes. It wasn't too thick. And after I did that, I let it rest for like 10 minutes.
Okay.
And then I threw it back on and I just based the shit out of it, and it cooked pretty well. It was a little bit more rare for my taste, but it was pretty dandy.
How do you do with like the smoke alarms going off when you do cook in here?
Pretty good. I try to open up all the windows
because we can't cook anything without the thing going off.
It's
insane.
Yeah, Amber almost killed us the other day because she was making. What was she making? Oh shoot! So we've been making our own like Chipotle at home.
Okay, I thought you meant like you're making a chain restaurant.
No, we're starting this.
Good for you.
We're starting our own chain restaurant.
Looking for investors.
Yeah. No, so we'll get a whole thing of chicken, and Amber found this really good recipe where she's seasoning the chicken and she's letting it rest for a couple of hours, and it's spicy.
Okay.
It's some spicy. So when she's cutting it all up and throwing it in there, like the whole apartment smells like pepper spray. It's great.
Okay.
And it's been good. Like, we made that. We made our own pico de gallo.
Yeah.
Oh, I love making my own pico. It's so much fun. It's so much fun. It's so good. I need to make them spicier though, because you can use jalapeno, but some people use serrano peppers, and that makes it spicier.
Okay. All of that is a no-go for me.
No?
But, no. Any sort of peppers.
Well, the jalapeno ones, you would be fine. Yeah. Like, I took a bite and was like, Cody can handle this. That's how I rate my, what's your...
Cody handle this?
What's your...
Can that little bitch Cody take this?
I mean, you eat buffalo sauce all the time.
I do,
and that gets not spicy.
It's a different spice, though.
It's hot.
Yeah, buffalo spice is way different than, like, Mexican food spice, I think. Right? Am I wrong? I don't know. I feel like it's two different, like... measurements we're going.
What's the furthest you'll go in terms of spice?
For like buffalo wings.
Let's do it. Let's white it down a little
Warheads.
bit. Taco Bell sauce. What's the furthest you go?
I don't. Well, that's a bad start because I don't do sauce in my Taco Bell.
Oh,
I trust the meat that's given to me, and I'll just do that without sauce.
Okay.
And then, but if I'm doing like a B-dubs thing, I've gone to like hot before.
Whoa.
Never like the crazy shit.
Yeah,
the
Inferno.
Stuff, yeah, you gotta do like the challenge or whatever.
Okay.
Haven't done any of that, but like if I'm feeling a little, spicy, I will get it a little bit hotter.
Like if I went, because this is what we do, I have like a whole bag of Taco Bell sauce. If I went and grabbed a Diablo sauce, that would kill you.
I could do that.
Okay,
right. I could do it. I just don't enjoy those sauce on my stuff.
I love the pain.
I
did try the hot ones, the hottest one.
I did that as well. Yeah,
and it was I was like, oh, this is actually pretty good.
It's
like mustardy. Almost.
We had it with chips. Like we.
Yes, I did. Oh. No, I did it with a wing.
You did it with a wing? Okay, that's bold.
I put it all over that thing, too.
Okay, really? Yeah.
It wasn't cooked in it. I just, poured it on it and smeared it around.
I legit, needed to take a second. Like, it was It was lingering for a while.
Well,
I'll
it just builds.
Yeah.
It wasn't an initial bite. Like the initial bite, I was expecting like, oh, but I bit into it. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah. No, this is fine. And then like, Christian, you're sweating. I was like, well, yeah, it's gradually building.
Because you took a shot of it as well.
Yeah, it's getting hotter. Don't get me wrong. Okay. No, I'll make you some pico. It'll be fine. You like pico, right?
What? I'll eat it. I'll eat it. It's fine. You know, I'm not gonna be like, go out and be like, fuck yeah, pico. But like, if it's on the plate,
are you a guac guy?
I love guac.
Okay, Amber made guac.
I went to Rubio's today.
You fucking love your Rubio's.
I haven't been in years because we moved away and they're not as like popular as a Chipotle is. Yeah. But I had it today. Ate all the fucking guac there.
All of it.
Ignored the pico, but I had all the guac. Mixed it with the quesadilla, mixed it with the chips. Fucking fantastic.
When you do a chicken quesadilla?
Oh yeah. Okay. They have the best chicken quesadilla I think out there right now. Rubio's. Who would have thought?
Okay. You ever had a birria quesadilla?
I don't know what you just said.
So birria. I always talk about birria. It's like a consomme. It's like a. God.
Okay. Sorry.
Right. You dip it in there.
No, I don't know what you're saying. Going back to the steak cooking thing, though, I was cooking something the other day. It's just ground beef, but like it was a big chunk of it, and so I was like trying to like flip it to really get it grilled. I cannot cook meat on a pan the same way now without thinking of the Mario Party game, where it's like one of the newer ones, but you're like cooking like a square of steak.
Oh, and you toss it.
It's the fucking best. Every time I'm cooking now, I'm thinking about that fucking game.
I'm like, that's not cooked all the way. I'm not eating that. I'm not eating it.
Just because you have the edges all burned doesn't mean you have the inside.
That's a very thick piece of steak. I'm not putting that in my mouth.
That's a full cube.
Yeah. Okay. What'd you make with that ground beef?
That was just tacos.
Okay.
Good old Cody tacos.
Do you do white guy tacos? Ah, man.
Just some cheese and
do you put like taco seasoning on?
Oh yeah. Okay. When I'm cooking it, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I have some taste.
You know. I mean, I don't care for the taco seasoning packets. I think those are, We have done them before.
Oh wow, okay. What are you seasoning with?
I have this salt. This what kind of salt is it? It's like a Lowry's kind of salt that I like putting on there. Okay. That's pretty good.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think what else. We haven't done ground beef in a minute. We actually just got ground beef for maybe tacos, or maybe we'll do hamburger patties, smash burgers, smash burgers. We'll do ground turkey.
Okay.
Be a little bit healthier, just a tad bit.
Yeah.
When we do chicken tacos, we'll get a rotisserie chicken, and we'll cook on the stove in the oil, both like with the chicken inside of it, and then you throw the cheese in there, so let it melt for a little bit.
Okay. I'm scared to cook chicken, man. It's just I don't know. For me, it's harder to tell when it's done. So like I think I fucked it up once sometime. Like it was like clearly like still cold on the inside, and I was like, oh, this is not.
Do you know how to butterfly a chicken?
I don't know. No. I don't think so.
If you're buying the thicker one, and you just cut it in half.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know when
you're talking about just straight down the middle. Or are you saying like
you put your hand on it
down the middle?
Down the middle.
Fucking Scary
Movie 3.
Anyway,
he broke a wiener.
Let me explain. Yeah, no, I've cut it down the middle.
Or just get thin sliced fillets. Yeah, or do you have a hammer where you hit it down?
Not like not what I think you're talking about. I have a hammer.
Oh, that's fun.
But yeah.
I mean, you can use the hammer.
Just sit there, bam, bam.
Yeah, you soften it up, and if anything, chicken's the easiest thing to make or to cook. Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
What are you seasoning your chicken with?
Oh, I forget. I don't know.
All right. Salt,
garlic salt. I think.
You do garlic salt, pepper.
Yeah.
I think paprika. No, turmeric. Shit. God damn it! I had to fucking visualize it. Not cumin.
I always call it
cumin.
I refuse to call it cumin.
Garlic salt. There's a garlic. Yeah, I think.
Do you have one of those seasoning things that like spins around?
No, they're just like we have like a little like drawer that we have them all.
We have one of the wheel things, and I'll give it a good spin. And I'm like, I don't know what any of this shit.
You don't use half of it?
I don't use any of this. Yeah. That's all. That's all the wife.
Okay.
But, yeah.
All right. Shout out.
Yeah.
What's her?
Shout out to food.
What's her like go to? Like Marissa is like that's her meal. That's the best meal she makes.
She likes making pasta. She likes that a lot. Broccoli. She loves cooking the broccoli. Just
cooking or like does she like how does she cook the broccoli?
Just frozen and throwing it on a pan.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
was kind of the big. We talk about pesto. Again, going back to the pasta thing.
I gotta try it. She said the Trader Joe's pesto, right? Okay, I gotta try that one.
Yeah, yeah.
She gotta try it, and she's gotta try the Sprouts pesto. I gotta find which one it's called.
Okay,
it's so good.
That's why you gotta come over to our barbecues, man, so we can have
barbecuing pasta.
No, we can share conversations about food.
Okay.
So we don't have to wait, months
that's
between
the best.
podcast episodes. To
that's
talk
the
about
best when you're cooking food and you're talking about cooking food. God, I'm so get you more hungry.
4th of July, we're gonna do a barbecue. Let's do it.
I don't want to celebrate 4th of July.
Okay, well, fair enough. The 3rd of July,
Yeah,
we're gonna do
there
it.
we
It's just
go.
a random day. We're gonna cook food together.
Well, then we do hot dogs.
Yeah.
We do some hot dogs, hot links.
Okay.
You like hot links?
What do you mean hot links?
Hot links, like sausage like the fat boys, the big boys.
Oh, not a big sausage guy, if I'm being honest with you.
Sure.
You ever say something and you know what you're saying as you're saying it?
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you knew what you were doing.
I know what I'm doing.
You never.
I do like making hot dogs though.
Okay.
I've cooked hot dogs before.
All right.
Yeah.
What do you like on your hot dogs?
Ketchup and mustard. I do both.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I know.
Not a big relish guy.
There was a phase where I had relish on hot dogs for a minute, and I liked it.
Yeah.
I don't know why I stopped.
Okay.
I started putting jalapenos on my hot dogs.
Okay.
I like that.
I asked for a hot dog at the movie theater the other day, and well, I was cool about it because it was opening night of well, hear me out, because it was opening night of Lilo and Stitch and Mission Impossible. So
it was Mission
the
Lilo.
Craziest fucking weekend ever for those guys. And I remember I ordered my thing. They're like, anything else? And I'm like, you guys got any hot dogs ready? And they're like, no. I'm like, don't worry about it. It's cool. Take your time. It's all right. Just go do your thing. I'm gonna go leave. So I kind of asked about the hot dogs, but I didn't do it.
You pulled. I worked at theater.
I used to say that all the time.
Here's
I don't
my manager
anymore.
card. It's proof.
These days I'll drop a soda I've been there. Maybe if they think about it, he probably worked here before. But yeah.
Or they're like, fuck was that about? Move on.
I told you there's someone who knows us who I think he's a manager at the theater I go to, right?
And he couldn't hook it up with a fucking hot dog?
He did give me an IMAX poster for Godzilla -1 one time.
Okay.
When I did not see it in IMAX, so I appreciated that.
Okay.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, I did. We went to the movies. We saw a film, and we went on Saturday. It was a later show. It was like 8:50. Dude, I was like, this is insane.
You were at the 16?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're at one of the busiest theaters in the country on the busiest weekend of the year, probably.
Yeah.
Talk to me about it.
Because
What'd you see?
I saw
Any
Mission
ambulances?
Impossible. Oh, I thought you said the movie.
I don't give a fuck about the movie you watched.
Oh, there was actually a security guard, and this is the first time, I kid you not, maybe in a decade, where someone from the theater actually came in, walked up the steps, and was doing a head count.
Oh.
I have not seen that in a fortnight.
Yeah.
In a
Longer than a fortnight.
very long time.
Yeah.
And I even saw security pop his head in.
Okay.
And was like, oh shit, that's cool. And then walked out.
Yeah.
Which is weird because we've been to the movies on Saturday nights, but we'll usually go a little bit later. I have not seen it that crazy in a very long time, which was great. I was happy. I was like, great. People are seeing movies because I was thinking about it. No one was really talking about the combo of Lilo Stitch, Mission Impossible, how they've been doing for a lot of movies. But
I mean, it's not on the level of the Barbenheimer, but it's up there with last year when Moana 2 and Gladiator for Thanksgiving time. I want to say is when that was. Yeah. That was also crazy. That was the last time I saw it wild.
Yeah, because we got in line for concessions, and I was like, oh, these poor workers, because they're getting the kids that love the Mission Impossible movies. They just want to go see a fun, and maybe even I would even say the older generation too. I saw a lot of older people in my theater.
There's no kids watching Mission Impossible.
No, but because then all the parents taking their kids to go see Lilo and Stitch. They got their cute little ears and all this stuff. Dang, what a weekend. Yeah. But didn't see anything too crazy.
No fights, nothing like that. No
fights.
Popcorn being thrown. Nothing.
No,
okay, nobody slipping.
No
one
crapping
themselves.
Crap.
Okay.
It smelled in that theater.
In
that lobby. I was like, there's a lot of kids in here, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't like. We should ban the children. Yeah. No, you know what? Have theaters just for kids. Do that. Have the 6 or the 8 AMCs.
Yeah.
No, because I like those ones. And we didn't even see it in IMAX. We saw it on laser.
Yeah. I saw it in Limax.
Limax?
Where it's like an IMAX, but it's not really.
Did you get your little Tom Cruise introduction? Hey.
I did not, actually.
Oh, it was so
I got
sweet.
there so early. This is one of my most anticipated movies of the year. I watched all 30 minutes of the trailers. I watched Perry Nemiroff give wonderful interviews beforehand, and I did not get a Tom Cruise introduction.
Oh, I didn't get Perry. I got, we go to AMC, right?
Yeah.
I got Marie Menounos. Was she talking to the Karate Kids folks?
Perry was, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I got both. It's
maybe
Maria doing the whole thing, and then Perry does like segments. With
maybe I didn't go there early enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, and then I had like trivia questions, which were fucking easy. Fucking acing this shit. I'm by myself. You don't get that?
They need to up the ante on those ones. Those are too easy. Wait, is it still the same one with Jennifer Coolidge?
No,
there's one in there that I was like, come on, guys. Like, let's update this a little bit. But absolute madhouse in there.
So you saw Mission Impossible.
I saw it, Cody.
Best
I need
movie
you
ever.
to to trust me one last time. Listen, I've said some stuff about Dead Reckoning Part 1, which I don't know why they're still calling it Part 1. Just call it Dead Reckoning at this point.
There's no way they're still calling it Part 1.
It's on the movie. I rewatched it before seeing this one. It's still called Part 1.
Okay.
Change it from there.
Okay.
It's still on Paramount Plus.
Okay.
It's probably on the Blu-ray.
Okay.
I find so when I rewatched it again, that was probably the second full time I've actually seen it.
Okay.
Because I've tried watching it a couple times and like I would either fall asleep or like I'm gonna go to something else. So I watched it again. I was like, okay, it's a lot more fun than I remember.
Damn right.
Still not my favorite of the bunch. Definitely not. Listen, even with Final Reckoning, nothing's gonna top Fallout. That is the peak of Mission Impossible. I do not care what you say.
It's the best movie ever.
So going into Final Reckoning, the movie starts and I'm like, uh-oh.
There was a moment where I was like, we're doing this. Okay.
This is interesting.
Yeah,
but I don't know when it hit, but it hit a moment. I was like, God damn it, I'm enjoying like every single second of this movie.
I want to say it's the subsequence. Once that starts.
No, I mean, honestly, even
before that?
Because I had heard that has a very slow start. It's like, okay, but I was very intrigued with the plot. I didn't care.
It wasn't so much slow as more like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah.
What's going on with Luther? Like, what's going on?
Oh, I know. That was like, I was like, what's happening?
Yeah.
My boy.
Yeah.
But I was just, I was all on board. I was like, oh, fuck. This feels like a finale.
Yeah.
It feels like, we're doing an end of the world thing. There's a doomsday cult. Like, what the hell? All right, cool. I'm on board.
Yeah.
And then once like all the action scenes started happening, and I think I got giddy once there's like cameos from actors that I really love, like Katie O'Brien. I was like, oh, Amber, oh fuck, it's that cool actor.
Milchick from Severance.
And he was the coolest.
Oh yeah, he was great.
No, I know these are movies, but no captain of a submarine would be that fucking cool. not that cool.
There's a line where like it was like the trailer line. He was like, "What is your plan?" or whatever. But like right before that, when he's like, "Okay, so what is your plan?" It's such a good fucking delivery.
No, I liked when he said something to the effect of like, "Well, then you picked the right sub," or something like that. Like, if you want to poke the bear,
saying Mister.
Yeah, no, he kept calling him Mister the whole time. It's great.
Yeah.
Hannah Waddington was in it too. She's great.
Yeah. Nick Offerman,
Nick Offerman going in there. And the one actor, I forget his name, but he was in Mindhunter, the one who was also in the room with the president.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And Angela Bassett coming back too. I knew she was in the trailer too, but no, but I fucking enjoyed it.
I was ready to fight you.
No,
I thought you were gonna be shitting.
We came both because Amber did not care for Dead Reckoning at all. She just did not care. We both came out and were like, shit, that was really good.
Okay.
Yeah, we really enjoyed that.
Nice. I will say, I don't think it really feels like a final installment.
No,
with how it ends.
Yeah. No, it kind of.
It just feels like the end of another Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah.
But,
I don't know how much I was expecting. I guess if we're spoiling and stuff, I think it's
maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I was expecting Ethan Hunt to die.
Yeah.
Like fully expecting it to happen. But then it just kind of ends. But after it ends, how they kind of all disperse and the music kicks in, I was like, there it is.
Yeah.
You know, all right. Leave the door open, foot in the door in case they ever do want to. If Top Gun 3 doesn't work out,
we'll do an Indiana Jones type legacy sequel, 20 years from now or something.
That's what Amber and I were talking about on the car ride home. It's like, what do you do after this?
Yeah.
Like, do you try to hand it off to another? Does someone else become the next Tom Cruise / Ethan Hunt?
It's gonna be Jeremy Renner. Come on, Brant is still out there. What is Brant doing?
That's why I was pissed. They brought back.
You got to bring back Jeremy Renner.
They brought back the fucking guy in the room where Tom Cruise fell down for a whole role,
and he has a great role in this.
He's fantastic in the
really
movie.
Good, yeah,
him and his wife. And I just rewatched Mission Impossible today, the first one.
Okay.
I did a rewatch. I think maybe at the beginning of this year or late last year. I forget when. And I like kind of casually watched Mission Impossible. I don't think I've ever like fully paid attention to it because the movie I was just like, wait, what? What's happening?
Yeah.
And they have a line in that movie after Tom Cruise gets the list from in that sequence, and they're like, "What do we do with him?" He's like, "Send him to Alaska by the end of today." I was like, "Holy shit!" They planned it from the beginning.
Until 30 years from now.
And you know what else Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning did? This movie solved J.J. Abrams' mystery box. This is the one thing that is this.
I like how it played into a lot of the.
Yes.
Maybe not all of them. I don't think it had much to do with 4. I don't. Well, they mentioned the Kremlin bombing, but I like how it kind of connected a lot of them together. So yes.
Yeah, the only one they didn't was 2. They were like, we're not going to.
Yeah.
Your hair was great, by the way.
Yeah.
But no, wasn't there a line in the movie like your hair is longer or something like that? I like your hair. I think there was a line in there. I did like how they tied everything in. It felt like a culmination of all the movies. So much so that they showed you like at every.
Yeah, that beginning was interesting.
I think I
very curious as to what went into putting all that in there.
I was listening to an interview with Chris McQuarrie, and he was saying that was a late addition.
Yeah,
because I think he was saying like we just didn't know how to like set up the entity without just doing like a huge exposition dump, and finally they were like, well, why don't we just have the entity talk? Like, why don't we just show the entity and show what it is? And so that scene kind of came out of it.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Yeah,
I was worried that like, I don't know, when the 7th one didn't perform that well, I was worried they were going to go like the old school Hollywood route. Like, oh, because it didn't make that much money, that means it's not good. People didn't like it, and they were learning like all the wrong lessons from that, and applying like. Yeah. So that's where like we need to like be really direct, like with the audience, like tell them exactly what's going on. Let's have a 5-minute exposition dump before every single action sequence. It's like. But I guess that didn't happen. So
I almost feel like they went the opposite route because as much as, like Dead Reckoning's pacing is a little weird, but there's almost like an action set piece, like much more frequently. Yeah. This movie, it's literally like the second half. There's it's like action sequences. The first half is like kind of
setting up.
Yeah. But no, I actually, weirdly enough, I didn't mind the setup. I love, maybe I'm a sucker for apocalypse movies and everything kind of feeling like it's going to end, I do think the runtime of the movie is eaten up with showing the same stuff over and over, and even showing the previous movies. The previous movies thing, I think I can kind of forgive a little bit more because most normal people, like unlike freaks like me who go back and rewatch these movies a lot, I was like, I just saw this. Yeah. You didn't need to show me, but most of the people aren't going to go back and rewatch all these movies like frequently. So then you see Kittredge or the guy from Langley. I forget what his name is, but
I forgot Kittredge was the dad in Ready or Not. By the way, I always forget that. That's
the
same fucking guy.
It is him.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah,
shout out.
Just a random thing.
Yeah. But yeah, no, people aren't gonna like fully remember. And then making Shea Wiggum the son, that was like, I was like, whoa, what the hell?
It's funny because you didn't really need to do that,
but
like,
but you just
gave
that character more purpose.
Sure,
yeah. Why not?
And then they don't really do much with it other than like maybe a line and a handshake.
I just love that actor, and I'm glad they didn't.
Oh, I love Shea Wiggum.
I love my
that
favorite
guy.
part, I think, in Dead Reckoning is when his partner comes out to get everyone out, and he's like, everybody out.
Yeah.
Great.
I don't care about them. I just want you, Hunt. Oh,
yeah,
so good. He was great in
Kong Skull Island.
Nope. The TV show on Amazon a few years ago. Julia Roberts, based on a podcast.
Big Little Lies.
Nope. Homecoming. That's
Homecoming.
Okay. He was fantastic on that show. Check it out.
All right. Check it out. Palm Clementif? Is that how you say it?
We got to figure out how to say it.
Yeah. Nick Wade says they loved her. She's great. I loved her little arc in this too. Haley Atwell really stepped it up. I liked her a lot more in this one. Not that I didn't like her in Dead Reckoning, but her character was not the performance, but just like her character was like annoying. But that was kind of the purpose because she kept
in
Dead Reckoning.
Okay,
because she kept like stopping their plan and ruining it for everybody until they finally like got her on board.
Do you think I enjoyed this one more than Dead Reckoning, or do you think I like Dead Reckoning more?
I think you like Dead Reckoning more.
You did.
Yeah,
I did. But I still enjoyed this one. But I just thought, like, do a lot of people feel that way? Because I feel like a lot of people are shitting on Dead Reckoning. I feel really cool with my
I did rank it on Letterboxd.
Oh, did you?
I did.
Oh, boy.
I did.
How are we looking?
I do think I put Dead Reckoning above the original.
Okay.
Because the original one is just so. I mean, it's great, but it's just very tame. It's just very
two
simple.
at the bottom. Then you go original. Then you go Dead Reckoning. I'm sorry if I can guess it here.
Yeah.
All right. Then you're gonna go 4.
No.
I like 4 a lot.
4.
I'm trying to figure you out.
Where are you at in my list?
Okay, so I got. I'm going from the bottom.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, so I got 1, then 2.
No, sorry.
2 then 1.
Yes. Yeah.
2 then 1. Then it's Dead Reckoning. Final Reckoning. Okay, we're going good. We got this.
And then you're at my number 4.
Now these are all really fucking good. Okay, 3. Ooh, 5.
Yeah.
Okay, then it's 3. Okay, then it's what do we got left? We got 5 and Fallout.
No, you said 5.
Shit balls. We got Fallout and we got 4. That's all that's left.
Yeah.
Oh, 4 then Fallout.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's the list. Yeah.
Okay. Nice. That's good.
I think it's like.
I think I'm pretty much.
I think
on
that's
par
what
with
it
you.
is.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
That's the definitive one.
That is the ultimate one. I can see people putting the first one up higher, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But
this is a fun game. We have not played this in a while. So I saw this on a Thursday night, work night. Late showing.
Did you fall asleep?
I believe it was a 10:30 showtime. No, 9:30. So it started at 10, basically, with all the previews and whatnot. Do you think I fell asleep during this?
No.
I did not.
Look at you.
How many times did I almost fall asleep?
Twice.
Yeah. But I got like a large Coke just for this. Like I really like trained myself. I was like, anytime I felt myself like dozing, I'd like downed that thing, which leads me to the next point. How many times did I go to the bathroom? Because most of the time I'd be like, I got to power through, but I'm like, it's a 3-hour movie. I'm not going to make it.
I'll say twice.
Just once.
Okay, just
once.
There were a couple times I was like, do I want to refill my drink?
Yeah.
Nah, I'll wait.
Yeah.
I'll wait it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, the submarine sequence was incredible.
Yeah.
I was just laughing. I was like laughing. I was laughing when he exits, and he just like I was like,
it was almost like a
of course.
Looney Tunes style of like just all these absurd things going wrong inside the sub as he's trying to.
Well, the whole time, even when he left Milchek's submarine, I was like, oh, he's gonna get shot out of the torpedo, but he didn't do that. I was like, oh. And then he goes into the next one. I was like, I hope he gets out of it, and he goes out of the torpedo
when he gets out of the first sub and the thing behind him. The second one, I thought he missed it. And I was I forgot there was a second sub or whatever. And I was like, oh shit. Yeah. I was too busy being in the bathroom pissing.
Yeah, see, there you go.
Yeah.
And then the airplane sequence is just
fucking great.
That's just out of control.
Like,
that might be
they nailed it.
The best sequence in the entire franchise. Like,
well,
hold
on now.
There were literally parts I was like, how did they do this?
Oh yeah.
How?
No, I'm with you there.
Quite literally, how did they do this?
Not just. Yeah, just not the stunt work of it all, just like
combining
that while having
like
compelling. I don't know. I'm
acting.
Trying to like putting together, wrapping up a third act all in the sky like this, and making it compelling is incredibly well done.
I saw some behind the scenes and like when Tom is on the wing. There's just the guy who's flying the plane just has a green screen cap on.
Oh yeah,
yeah. You know, it's like, oh my god, this is so cool. Yeah, it's great.
Oh man,
I do love how this movie was just like, you know what, Fallout worked really well. Let's just end it exactly like how Fallout ended. Because if you put those movies side by side, it's like the exact same thing.
You talking about how the action ends?
Yes,
in Fallout?
Like Tom goes after the guy to get the thing to stop the thing.
Yeah,
and then the team comes back to stop the bomb from blowing up to do the thing and do the thing.
Yeah,
it's almost like identical. The only exception is that I was totally waiting for Ethan and Gabriel, the villain. To like land somewhere and do like an all-out brawl, you know, but they didn't do that.
I don't want to say what happens again in case
it was so silly.
The
but
way
I was
it
like,
ends is
all
so
right.
good. It's
all
so
right.
good. Yeah. I want to have like a legit like breakdown of like our favorite stunts from the whole franchise, but I don't think we have. I should have prepped that before.
Oh,
but
that's a good one.
That would have been good.
Well, Jeremiah asked, how would you rate Tom Cruise's running from this one compared to the rest of the movies? I mean, it's pretty on par. He runs a lot. When he's running down London. That was good.
Yeah, now I'm just trying to think of which one is my favorite.
I mean, the one from 3 is pretty
3 is
iconic.
the big one.
The running in Fallout
3
is
has
also
a couple
great.
like iconic running moments. There's the big long shot, but there's also like when he's on the bridge and he gets in, the thing hits him against the car, which is great.
Fallout
4 has him running away from the explosion, really good.
Yes.
Fallout's the iconic ankle breaking one.
There's 2 in 4 where he's running from the explosion at the Kremlin and then he's running away from the sandstorm.
Oh my God! Yeah,
that's a good one.
Yeah.
This one, which was when he's running in London, that's a good one. Oh no, Red Reckoning's a great one when he's just running on the airport, the top of the airport roof.
Oh yeah,
that's a good one too. And then they're like,
Damn.
where is he? And he comes right behind him.
Shit.
Someone should just do a compilation of him running, but connect them together as if he's running in one long.
Go like every movie, not just Mission Impossible. Go through his whole career.
Oh, sure.
Throw Collateral in there when they're running over the fucking 405 or whatever freeway that is. Yeah, you can do a whole bunch.
Choose the one I've seen the least. I feel like he's running the least in that one.
Yeah, he's just climbing that rock.
Rogue Nation, I'm trying to think of how much. Yeah, well, if there was a running scene in that one.
I forget. Yeah.
Probably is.
Do you still... And we probably talked about this probably last week. Does a part of you still wish each installment was a different director? As much as we love the McQuarrie ones?
Yeah. No, yeah. Because I think, like, especially after 3, it, like, the first 3 feel like their own kind. The first 3 still feel like they were trying to figure out. 4 still feels like a... I think 4 feels closer to the first 3 than it does the... Oh, really?
At least that's how I feel.
I feel like 4... nailed it. Like, this is what you do.
Okay.
You have the big stunts wrapped around kind of a complicated...
Yeah.
I mean, the stories have always been super complicated, and I think probably every single movie I'm like, huh? You're doing what to what? Okay.
Oh, yeah. I can't tell you what the thread is on all of these.
It's either incredibly silly and dumbed down for you, you're just throwing words out there, or it is like the smartest thing that's really happening, and we just don't care, you know? But yeah, no, because 4 always felt like the shift. I was like, whoa, this is like a different era of Mission Impossible. Yeah. Okay. It felt that was like going from GoldenEye to Casino Royale. Like, well, these are different Bonds.
Okay.
You know, like, oh, this is a different Ethan Hunt. Or at least adventure-wise, you know. But all still enjoyable. Like, if they, for whatever reason, do continue to do Mission Impossible, and it's without Tom Cruise, and, like, they treated this like James Bond, because, like, these movies are my James Bond.
Yeah.
You know?
I see that.
Because I like some of the James Bond movies, but I've just never... And they're all essentially kind of like each other.
Yeah.
If they did that for this, it's like, oh, that could be exciting. Who's going to be the new Ethan Hunt, you know? And you can do just early adventures of Ethan Hunt, you know?
Or
you
don't
just
even know how long that hair is back then.
Hey, or do that random prequel story that they kind of created to get him into the IMF kind of thing, you know?
Yeah. I think going back to the one director per movie thing, like I'd be hesitant because like Rogue Nation's good, but you don't get to fall out without Rogue Nation.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
so
true.
like I like that McQuarrie did at least 2, you know, and I love the last 2 as well. I mean, again, all 4 best movie ever. But I don't know. I would have liked to seen other people kind of give their perspective on the franchise, I guess.
I mean, there's a reason why he kept coming back, because they're like, oh, you...
Yeah.
Like, I think
he's Tom... Well, I got it backwards. I was going to say he's Tom Cruise's muse, but I think other way around, maybe. But
sure.
They fucking work well together.
They work very well, because they've been working together since... Valkyrie.
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
Yeah,
I think Valkyrie. I was going to say Jack Reacher, but no, yeah,
I think
Valkyrie.
he wrote Valkyrie back in the day. So I think that's when they were like friendship or relationship kind of had started. And then obviously Jack Reacher. And yeah, he's working on Top Gun 3 now.
Yeah.
I don't think he's going to direct that one.
They're doing Deeper next, I think, right?
Deeper.
The old Max Landis script.
Were they?
Which I believe is getting rewritten, for the record.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I think that's what they're working on next.
Damn, I mean, this movie just cut those sequences together. Yeah. There's your pitch deck right there.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Shout out Mission Impossible: Final Reckoning. What did you think out there?
Yeah.
And where do you think it's gonna go next? Should they just end it, or are they gonna come back in like 4 years? Yeah. Also, keep in mind too, like, they never intended to keep these movies going this long, because there was COVID, there was 2 writer strikes. Like, these last 2 movies took up like 8 years of their lives, probably. You know,
that's wild. That's part of the reason why the budget got so high too, I think.
Well, they had to find another submarine.
Yeah,
they had to get that submarine.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Yeah.
All right. Before we move on to our next segment, Cody, we have to make an apology.
Again? Messed up again, huh?
We are getting canceled once again.
We got to be more careful about the shit that we say.
I know.
What's going on here?
And look, the last time we made an apology, I made a point in saying that, like, hey, the edited clips on TikTok are edited.
Yeah.
There is a full show.
We got to shrink stuff down,
Yes.
to make it,
Yeah, make it fun, poppy, do all the things, whatever. We could literally put a full clip on there, but that's not fun. That's not fun.
You don't have attention spans?
Nah.
No.
So last week, we released a clip from an episode of our show about the Skarsgårds versus Hemsworth.
Yeah, fun little segment.
Alexander Skarsgård in particular, I think we were talking about. Maybe.
Okay. We talked about all the Skarsgårds.
All of them,
but I
but
think he was,
he's like, he's pretty popping out there. We like Stone. We like Bill.
Stone
apparently, there's 8 Skarsgårds.
That was news to me. That's what I took away from the conversation.
Very surprising. Yeah. But there were quite a few comments.
Okay.
Maybe like 5, maybe 6.
An overwhelming majority, an overwhelming handful of comments.
There were a lot of comments specifically pointing out the fact that we are not saying Skarsgård correctly.
How are you supposed to say?
For in the Nordic.
Okay.
Hold on.
Let's not assume.
See, this is.
Let's just say how we're supposed to say it.
We're gonna get canceled again. He is a Swedish.
Okay.
I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the Northman.
Okay.
There we go.
Good save.
A Swedish actor. The Swedish way, I think, is to say Skarsgård.
Oh.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
Gord.
Okay.
Because specifically those comments, one in particular was like, I really wish Americans would learn how to pronounce it correctly.
And we do represent America on this show.
We do. We represent all of America.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel very bad about that, so I do want to apologize to a lot of those
Trying
people.
to be better, guys. Sorry
Trying
about
to be
that.
better.
It's weird, you see a name spelled out that way, and I feel like that's how most people here in America have been saying it.
Yes.
Apologies, didn't mean to offend or anything like that.
That's really
We're
funny that you
We'll be better.
you say that because
What?
I have here.
You have here something.
I've got some examples.
Okay.
So why don't you do V1 right there, the top left? Yeah, let's hear how other Americans say Alexander Skarsgård.
Please welcome Alexander Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Mr. Alexander Skarsgård.
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 Cute, very cute.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
So they're having fun there.
I think that was Alex at the end there.
Yeah,
also
he was in
saying
there.
it.
He was in there.
So he was also saying it as Skarsgård.
Well, let's hear Alexander Skarsgård say Alexander Skarsgård.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Alexander Skarsgård.
My name is Alexander Skarsgård.
And I am Alexander Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
Alexander Skarsgård.
I'm Alexander Skarsgård.
Hello. My name is Alexander Skarsgård.
Now, how funny is that?
Can we play that last clip again? That's
I don't know if we can go to specifically
save
to
that
it.
one.
Yes,
I'm gonna save that.
That's a good one.
Oh man.
Now, isn't that funny that the actor himself is pronouncing it the way that we did? So maybe don't come after us for telling us. Take it up with him. Now, to play devil's advocate, I've got one more clip.
Okay.
That I think we can all be on the same page and not have to fight each other over. Okay.
Okay.
We will do our best. But singing is how a lot of Americans say, and we are Americans. We're dumb Americans. We're
very much so.
Yeehaw!
Very much dumb. Yeah.
We say Alexander Skarsgård.
Okay.
We will acknowledge that there is an appropriate way to say it like this.
With Alexander Skarsgård. Or Skarsgård, as we say in the north.
My name is Alexander Johan Hjalmar Skarsgård. In the States, it's Alexander Skarsgård.
So even Alexander Skarsgård acknowledges how we say it. I apologize to you comments for coming after us.
All 5 of you.
But I will never apologize for being a goddamn American. No, I do apologize for being an American.
There's a lot we can apologize for.
There's a lot that you can apologize for. But I think it's just silly.
Yeah.
I am sorry that we offended you for mispronouncing his last name. Yeah. But we're probably going to keep saying Skarsgård.
Yeah. Just I'm going to do my best to say Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
But
yes.
I'll probably slip.
Maybe I hope all those comments that commented on us are on every single one of those talk shows and podcasts being like,
I want to search usernames, make sure they're matching up here.
Yes.
Yeah.
So there it is. Shout out to Alexander. That's not just Alexander. I don't know why I pointed him out because he's good looking.
Yeah.
So there it is. Send that to Alexander Skarsgård. Send it to the whole Skarsgård. And I apologize to Peter Sarsgaard for not even being controversial about you whatsoever.
I don't even know. Are we saying his name correctly now? Are there going to
who
be
knows?
Skarsgård?
We've been
fans
saying
coming out here?
Hemsworth incorrectly. Play that one. No, I'm just kidding.
It's Hemsworth.
Yes.
So we're sorry about that, or sorry.
Sorry.
Whatever. You know,
Skarsgård.
we'll figure it out.
Skarsgård.
Skarsgård.
There it is.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
had to get it off my chest.
Yeah.
Had to get it off my chest. Anyways. Speaking of chests, let's open the chest.
Pirates? We talking pirates conversations?
I have no idea.
Got a treasure map we're gonna look through?
I did not
Christian?
have anything.
You had no segue there.
No, but let me see if I have anything
Okay.
chest related in my things here.
Any chests?
Okay, we got
Okay.
Mission Impossible. We solved the
Okay.
mystery box. Skarsgård. I have a link in here to a video that I probably put in there.
Okay.
Oh, I forgot to talk about. I've been playing Doom: The Dark Ages,
Oh.
and it's a lot of fun.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot. It's more Doom.
Okay.
I've been seeing a lot of people complain about it.
About what?
I think the complaints I've seen is about like the music not being loud enough. There some people about some of the kills, like not as like satisfying kills. I mean, I think it's silly. Like I saw those complaints and I was like, there's like a way to just boost the music, right? Because I boosted the music and I was
Sure.
like, this music's fucking
Does
sick.
Does the music fit the vibe? Correct.
Yes. Oh my
Okay.
God, yes. It's so
Okay.
metal.
Because there was
so Doom.
controversy where it was a new composer or something, right? Or
Yeah, yeah, there was.
That's correct.
I don't even. I think the second one might have had a different composer as
Okay.
well. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, but yes, there was a different composer for this one. But it's metal as hell.
Okay.
The game is metal as hell. Like you're in. It's a prequel to the 2016 Doom.
Okay.
And you are in a futuristic medieval time.
Why not?
There's everyone's in like medieval armor. They're flying in
I was
ships.
about to say, they're also flying space.
They're flying spapeships. There's aliens as
Okay.
well. The aliens are keeping the Doomslayer captive, and like they
Okay.
have like a thing on him, and they're like controlling him. Currently, I haven't finished it yet, but I'm currently inside of Cthulhu.
You're in Cthulhu.
Yes, I'm
Okay.
inside of a Lovecraftian monster right now.
Okay.
Swallowed me whole.
Oh wow.
So it's pretty metal.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. I'm having a lot of fun with it. There's some like wonderful weapons. There's this one where your ammo are skulls, and they're these little.
You're shooting skulls.
You're shooting skulls that gets crushed up into little pieces, and you're shooting out shards of skulls.
So it's like a shotgun blast, but with
Kind of
with skulls.
but it's like it's like a shotgun burst, but machine gun esque, where it's just constantly going.
okay.
It's just full, and you see the little skulls. They're like you have like a clip of skulls, and they just move up, get crunched, and get shot out.
Okay.
It's so metal. It's so
Okay.
cool.
As someone who's never played any of the, well, I take it back. I played the original on the Super Nintendo, I think.
Doom 64.
Wait, I said Super Nintendo.
Ah.
The red cartridge. I remember it being played that as a kid.
Mm.
Haven't played it since.
Got a lot to catch up on.
Do I have any hope of understanding these and being good at
so
them?
you don't story. Who care? You don't care about the Doom story,
no, okay.
especially Doom and Doom Eternal. Like there is a story to get you from point A to B, but the first game sets it up so perfectly because like I don't know if you can do this or if it's in the story, but like they start explaining to you like what the mission is, and the Doom guy literally just punches the screen and grabs a shotgun, and it's like, who gives a fuck? It's not what this is about. I'm here to shoot.
You're here for the vibes.
I'm here to
man.
kill demons.
Yeah,
and
okay.
Stuff. Doom Eternal, I think, had a bit more story and like mythology. You interact with humans just a tad bit more. It's great because every time you interact with a human, they're just like, "Holy fuck, there he is!" Like
Okay.
everyone's scared of the Doomslayer. But Dark Ages is like kind of the first one out of these three that has like actual legit cutscenes between characters, so it feels much more cinematic. The story is like fine, but it's still pretty cool that they're setting up this world. It's you get thrown into this massive world between like the demons and this. I don't even know if they're an alien race, but all the medieval people.
Yeah.
And yeah, you get called in. You just literally like, all right, send in the Doomslayer, and you just start killing demons and stuff. It's so cool.
Okay.
So yeah, it's cool.
All right.
Doom Dark Ages. I'm having fun. Just boost up the music. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
go in those settings. Music SFX. Just increase that to 10.
Oh, I did get a new TV too. So
You did? I didn't see it.
mhm.
Okay, what'd you go with? Let's talk about
I
this.
went with a Samsung
Okay.
OLED S90D.
Okay. How big are we talking? How
65.
many inches? Oh, that's a big boy.
It's the same size as my last one.
Oh, that's a big boy.
God, they make these things thin now.
Oh, yeah.
They're so thin.
Yeah.
And I spent about 15 minutes working on the settings and getting that fucking motion smoothing out of there because it's like called something different. They really make it. They really don't want you to turn that thing off.
Yeah.
Because like I turned it on, I was like, I
so
tested
something
out.
seems off.
I tested out the Mission Impossible movies.
Okay.
I was like, oh, these are gonna look great. And they're really grainy movies.
Yeah.
I mean, stylistically, I think that's what they're like going for. I was like, But yes, I've been watching on that.
So
it's been so bright.
Yeah.
Because our last TV got a couple of cracks, and then like a quarter of the screen on the left started getting big old shadow on there.
That's crazy, man. I remember when you first got that. That was one of your first big boy purchases.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, I had that since 2017, like when I
Yeah.
first moved out. That was my first TV that I bought.
Yeah.
And so I got this one, and I started playing Doom on it. And I was like, holy shit, because the left side of my screen was all in shadow. I was like, yo, there's a wheel on this, like there's a graphic on this side I never even saw.
Yeah.
It's great.
That happened with us anytime on our old TV when the color red or like orange or anything like that would pop up. It would just look horrible.
Oh, sure.
So now like yellow would look green. You know, so like I would watch the Laker games on my new TV. It's like, holy shit, I forgot that the colors aren't lime. Like, this is great.
Oh, it's so bright and vibrant. I love it. I don't think my last one was OLED, so this was like a big step up. And what's cool is that every time I turn on my PS5 and I go to it, there's a whole new game mode that switches the settings specifically for video games. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks so
Do you
good.
have filmmaker mode? On,
Yes.
Amazon or whatever it is?
Yeah. So it's cool. I'm still playing around with it. I finally set up all my apps like where I want them to be. Yeah. There's a cool function where it just like it shows you what you were previously watching. Doesn't matter which app you're on, it'll like go to that. Or if it'll recommend you like specific movies or something, and it shows you all the apps that it's playing on. These smart TVs are so
these
smart.
days, man.
Oh, they're so smart.
They've increased a lot in the last 8 years. Or so.
Yeah. So I've just been living on my couch.
That's
got
awesome.
a TV now.
That's
so.
awesome.
Watching Fox News on there.
course.
Woo, Jesse Waters
As
looks
you
bright
gotta.
on there. You know he doesn't drink out of a straw.
Well, yeah. Okay.
No, it's
Okay.
stupid. For those
I was gonna go with you, but I have no idea where you're
you
talking about.
five, I think
Okay.
he literally said you're not a man if you drink out of a straw or something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I think there's a clip of him on the show drinking out of a straw. So, anyways,
well, on your new TV, are you watching high quality HBO programming?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How does The Last of Us look on your new TV?
Oh boy, I've got
Okay.
thoughts.
Okay.
I've got some thoughts on The Last of Us.
Okay.
I can't believe they did that.
They did the thing that we all knew.
Do they know the characters they're writing? Like,
I will say the first half of this season, you kept going on about people complaining about it. I'm like, I'm not seeing this at all. I don't know what you're talking about. And then the last 2 episodes happened. I'm like, okay, I can't avoid people like just being
just
annoying.
seeing
The
it?
discourse, it's everywhere.
and you're part of it.
No, I
Okay.
couldn't care less about the
Yeah.
whole discourse of it all. But yeah, the finale aired last night.
Mm-hmm.
Did it?
They did the thing.
I have a lot of thoughts,
I
most
think-
of which are not about the actual show. It's more about the business of TV, I think.
Oh,
And I
interesting.
think that is part of my issue with the future I'm worried about. But let's just start with the actual episode and the season overall.
The season overall. I mean, I like the season. Yes, they did change a lot.
Not
Well, okay.
the main plot is essentially
there.
the exact same.
It's
thing.
all there.
They
Yes.
they changed a few character things, you know.
Yeah.
But for
even
the most part, it played exactly. As
I
it
would
did.
even say Ellie is a bit different.
Yeah.
And I mean, look, it's an adaptation. I think the thing that kind of pisses me off the most is where the fuck was everybody when The Last of Us 2 came out, all of a sudden calling this game a masterpiece? Because so many people fucking hated this game, and then
Yeah.
they see this show. Not that it's all the same people, but now all of a sudden it's like sacred territory.
The game was divided the audience, and then the show is now divided the audience that was divided before. You know, now we're into like a third of the people that like the show and the game.
Yes.
It's
I'm
it's
curious.
wild.
Yeah.
I will say like there are plenty of people who love both. I mean, the second game still won Game of the Year at the fucking Game Awards. Like,
Yeah.
it's just the heat is just louder. as usual.
Yeah, that's true.
But, yeah.
That is fair. I mean, even like people that I have tuned into before and watched are like absolutely hating on it. But
Really?
I think a lot of them have also played the games too.
Okay.
I'm curious for like the non-gamers if they just watch this as a show.
Yeah.
How much they like enjoyed it or not? Because I get it. I mean, look, it's a cliffhanger. It's going to be frustrating.
Probably going to spoil it, by the way.
Yeah, we'll probably spoil the Last of Us season 2. We won't spoil anything that happens because we know what happens beyond in terms of the game, whether or not they'll do those things one-to-one like they've done some stuff for this season. But we'll just kind of stick to there. I mean, we talked about when we started watching this show, this season, we're like, oh, we have an idea of where it's going to end.
Yeah.
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 And it's exactly where we figured it would.
I think the issue with that, though, is that where the split happens in the game is fine because you jump right into it afterwards.
Oh, sure.
You're thrown off. You're like, okay, let's play through the next few hours and figure out what's going on. The problem with doing that for a show is that we now have to wait 2 years to watch a season that's going to, for the most part, just tread the same ground and get us caught up to where we were.
Yeah.
Maybe get a little bit of resolution for where the cliffhanger left us, and then that season's going to be over.
Yeah.
And now we're going to have to wait probably 2 years more after that. So essentially, I don't actually know for sure if this is what's going on, but I'm assuming that we're going to be waiting 4 years to get a resolution on something that happened in this season.
Mm-hmm.
That's my worry, and I'm scared that TV audiences aren't going to be patient enough for that. I can see them losing interest very quickly.
Yeah, because I think they've said they're going to do 4 seasons.
Yes.
I think they've said that.
Yeah.
And I can very much see a scenario where season 3 is all Abby.
Yeah.
And the finale of that is just the finale of this.
Yeah. Maybe with a little bit
a little bit more.
Maybe an episode.
Yeah. Yeah, because then after that is Santa Barbara.
Yeah.
Yeah. And is that I mean, I don't know. Like I can
Are people going to be patient enough for that? Is my worry.
I want to say where I think they could do it to where I would feel somewhat satisfied, but I don't want to spoil it. Okay, like dancing around it. Like I could see season 3 kind of ending where this season ended and then a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think the resolution is damn it. It's so hard not to talk about that. But I do think next season will have more to it. I don't think that they would do it again.
Okay.
But I don't know that.
Okay.
I don't know that for sure.
My thing is I wish they would have just taken more time and just made season 2 really long.
Yeah.
Have this be the mid-season finale. Maybe have a 6-month gap if you want. I don't know.
Sure. Yeah.
But I don't know, do 13 or 14 episodes for the season and then have the second half be Abby. Because I think having the end of where I think next season's going to be, having to wait 2 years for what's going to happen after that, I think is more bearable than having to wait 2 years to essentially get caught up to the same cliffhanger and then wait another 2 years. I'm kind of repeating myself.
Yeah.
But you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, no, I agree. I want to say I did hear them say that next season would have more episodes. Okay. I don't know what the justification was to only have 7 episodes this season. I'm not sure.
I mean, these they're expensive as hell. I'd imagine that's the main reason.
Yeah. But I mean, even season 1 is a much shorter version of the first game. And I mean, that makes sense because you're playing most of that game anyway. So yeah, was I a little disappointed that we didn't get the car sequence with Jesse and Ellie? That would have been super fucking cool. I can just go play that. At the end of the day, that's fine.
Yeah.
Like FS brings up in the chat, the writing for second season has really messed with Ellie's characterization. I mean, look, I think that's just the interpretation of this character for this medium. Like, I never expected a full, even like season 1, there wasn't a full 1-to-1. Like, it was Ellie, the character was there, but there was definitely some differences, and I think they're doing different things here, and I didn't mind it as much, because like I hate going back and like seeing all the hate comments of like, oh my god, look, Ellie's scared here. I was like, she was not fucking scared in the second game. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like, you just don't see it because you're literally playing as her. You don't see her face.
And it's easier for, I'm just spitballing here, but I'd imagine it's easier because the game is more, she's furious the whole time, right? And you're carrying that rage throughout the whole game because that kind of matches with, a video game setting where you're shooting a bunch of people and you're pissed off, whatever.
Yeah.
I think
The difference is they did
doing
a time
that
gap
in a live action show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to be. You're going to be able to hold that same intensity for many seasons of a show. You know what I mean? So I get why they might have done it this way, where it's like she's sort of slowly easing into it, but is scared of what's still going on.
Yeah,
am I making any sense?
No, because time has passed. It's been a couple months, and for her to start doing all these things. But I think the difference between Game Ellie and Show Ellie is that she's not going full Jill, I guess. Because in the game she goes full Jill, like 10 toes down, like does not stop, keeps going. Whereas this, I think they're trying to like give her a little bit more humanity, and like I mean, her saying like
it's also more grounded.
Sure,
But,
and like her saying like when Abby finally shows up at the end, and Ellie says like, "I didn't mean to harm them," like people were complaining. People were complaining about like, "Oh my god, I can't believe she said that." It's like, well, she's in the fucking moment. Like,
sure,
you know,
that's actually
that's different.
That's a good point.
You know,
she's trying to say whatever she can in that moment to get her to not shoot Tommy. There. I get that.
But again, like it's same thing with book adaptations or video game adaptations. Like, if you put them 1-to-1, one's going to be different. I don't think they're trying to outdo the game.
And I feel like I say this all the time, but like if you're doing the exact same thing, you're going to get diminishing returns every single time.
Sure,
there are moments that you can cherry pick from the game that you can do it exactly the same, which they have throughout the show.
Yeah.
But if it was just the exact same thing, like who is it for then? Like, why do we make this if we're not going to adapt it instead of just copying it? You know?
I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but like the Abby stuff is my favorite stuff in the game.
Oh, in terms of like, and sequences. And,
yes.
Oh yeah, the best stuff from the gameplay aspect of it is coming.
It's yet to come.
Oh yeah.
So that's why at the end of
when I saw the explosion on the island, I was like, I can't wait for that fucking episode. But
yes, I was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
Because like when Isaac is having the conversation with the doctor lady, and Amber turns to me, she's like, wait, why are they saying they're gonna die tonight? I was like, I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah. What'd you think of the detour where she gets in the boat and then the wave knocks her into the island?
I was confused at first. I was like, "Oh, she's the island."
I got kind of excited, and I was like, "Hold on, are they going to
change it up?"
Yeah, and
I thought Lev was going to show up,
and then
because
she just leaves.
Well, then she
which
just leaves,
I kind of understand both sides too, where people are like, "What are the point of that scene?" But I kind of see like the producer side of it, where like they're trying to ensure people who aren't familiar with what's going on that there's another story happening that we're going to get to next year.
Yep.
But
we're gonna see the whole other side of that. When it ended on, I was like, because when it showed all of the Wolf base at the football stadium, I was like, show Seattle day one, show Seattle day one, and they did. I was like, oh shit, people are gonna fucking hate this.
No, I know.
We were gonna be so mad.
I'm very curious what like the non-gamers think, and if they're gonna be on board with how the next season goes, because I think, I don't know, I'm worried they're gonna get really frustrated. Especially when that season ends, where I think it might.
If they do more episodes and they kind of map like the season, kind of how they did this one, but they had like maybe 2 more episodes, maybe even 3 more episodes where they can kind of like end it. And I think the ending of season 3 could be leaving too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what I figured they would.
And then season 4 could be kind of like how the game is, where it's back and forth, where you're jumping from one to one, seeing the different things. And because next season, I don't think this is a spoiler, it's set up, but it's going to be all Abby. Yeah. Like we're going to see Ellie. Maybe we'll see Ellie.
Yeah.
I think they'll probably open up with the sequence like how they did this season with the end of last season.
Yeah.
You know, kind of thing.
I hope we get moments like where like we'll be following Abby, and then like behind her you see Ellie or something like that. Or like they just barely miss each other's path or something like that. I hope we get some of that.
Because they did show the, it wasn't the bridge, but it was like the damaged crane.
Oh yeah,
that was in the distance. So I definitely think we're
I was
getting
looking
that.
for it. I was looking for that when they first got to Seattle in episode 3 or 4 or whatever. I was like, "Where's the thing?" And then I didn't see it, and I was like, "I wonder if they're gonna do that." And then of course
they did say in the after like the podcast that they do that. This is just based off what they said. I think we're gonna get a whole flash of the Seraphite's like original leader.
Okay.
Because they said they're going to explore her a lot more. I was like, oh, cool. Okay, great. Because the Seraphites were like my favorite in the second game because they're just so fascinating. They're a death cult.
Yeah,
it's fun.
Yeah,
the little fucker was just like, no, open her up. Ben says, so glad I finished playing through the game this weekend. Wow, what a great story. Oh yeah. Wiley asks, do you think they will get a game 3 after the release of season 3? No,
I do think that. I think that.
I
think that is happening.
Oh, after season 3.
Yeah, I think that's part of the reason. Well, I don't know. What the hell do I know?
Because they're doing the intergalactic.
Yeah,
game.
I feel like they're not talking about Last of Us 3 because they don't want all the press of Intergalactic to be about Last of Us 3. They want to get that game all the press.
Because they did say they're working on another game too.
Another one besides those two?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, interesting.
Yeah. So
I don't know then.
Yeah. FSS felt super. Oh, she felt super inconsistent in this season. Like 1 minute she's kind of innocent and cute, and then she's suddenly bloodthirsty. It was just so jarring throughout the season.
I get it.
I understand it. I mean, again, it's part of the lapse of time. You know, if we got
I think they're talking about like wanting to kill or finding out Dina's pregnant, and be like, I'm gonna be a dad, and then 5 minutes later be like, I'm gonna kill Nora.
I see.
You know, like I think that's kind of what they're hinting at.
Yeah,
there.
sure.
But,
yeah,
which
I see that.
I get, but
I think I kind of just saw that as like her in the moment, kind of realizing why she's there.
Yeah.
But I can understand if people think that's like mischaracterization or meddling with how she's being written.
I feel like they were taking an approach where like she was slowly morphing into like that rage aspect of her, but it doesn't quite take over in a way that it did in the game, which I can see why people are getting frustrated with because it's like all that was kind of building for her to just be like, oh, I was wrong at the end of this season, you know? But
Jeremiah in the chat says, I didn't play the game, but kind of know the full story. It's annoying how long we have to wait for next 2 seasons. I won't remember anything by then.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. True. And again, this is a problem not so much with the show. Like if I was that's where I'm sorry, I'm stumbling, but that's where I'd split the season as well, for the record. But I'd also hope that I would be able to come back next year.
Oh, sure.
Not 2 years from now, for 6 episodes,
Hey, maybe they'll, I don't know how well, like how much they'll like pay attention to reception. I think they're very much like, gonna do their thing, but yeah, maybe they'll do something that's more final in the next season to kind of, oh, no.
No, I don't think they will.
Yeah.
If it ends where we think it is, I don't know.
So the ending is
yeah, I don't know. I don't. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We'll see.
Well, we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
Go play the game. If you don't like, and if you don't like it, just don't fucking watch the show.
I do want to talk about one thing from the last episode, episode 6. So they did the porch scene.
Yes.
Early.
Yeah.
Which I found fascinating that they did that. But I also kind of get it. So that's my favorite scene from the game. That's the one I rewatch all the fucking time. And it's spoiler. It happens in the show way earlier than it does in the game.
Yeah, in the game, it's literally it's the ending of the game. Yeah.
I get why they did it here. I guess because
you're playing the game. You're putting so much time.
You're burning through it quicker, is what you're saying?
I don't know if you're burning through it quicker. I just think it's different to play a game and get that information at that time as opposed to a show. I don't know how much of it.
My thing is like I don't know if they save that moment for the end of the show, is it gonna hit hard 5 or 6 years?
I don't think it would.
After where in the game it's a few hours.
I don't think it would.
I don't know.
Even like I mean I don't know if it's weird or not. I don't know if it'll pay off, but like even Ellie telling Dina about like everything, the reason why they killed Joel and stuff, that's different. That conversation never happens. I don't even think.
Which I actually thought was a nice touch.
I think so too. Yeah, because I don't even think Ellie doesn't even find out that it's Abby's dad, right?
I
think I can't remember. Someone can correct me, but I want to say that she just finds out that he lied and killed all the people from Wolf.
And she knows that Abby was a Firefly.
Yeah.
So
So I don't even know if she found out that that was the dad. Who are they going to cast as the dad? That's the thing.
Who was he in the game? Was it Nolan North?
No, Nolan North was the.
I know he was in
maybe
the
he
first
was.
game. I know he was in the first game.
Maybe
but
he was.
Was he? Did he also play
the dad?
I don't know.
I don't
I might
know.
be wrong. I might be wrong.
Because he played the cannibal guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the first one. Yeah.
Did he ever cameo in the first season?
In the show?
In the show?
I don't know. I forget.
I could see him playing the dad.
I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, he was masked in that first season. So.
The guy who played Joel's dad a couple episodes ago. That was a nice
Tony
surprise.
Dalton.
Yeah, that was a nice surprise.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I thought that was so fucking beautiful
Yeah.
to pull to what do you call it? Call that
Bookend.
back.
Yeah,
Bookend the show.
For the record, that episode was fantastic. Even
Yes.
though they added that scene way earlier than I thought.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Oh my God.
Probably the best episode
That
of the show.
killed
maybe.
me.
Like
When
it
he's
was
just
really
like,
fucking good.
Like I hope
Oh,
when you
yeah.
have a kid one day that maybe you do just a little bit better.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And he
good.
just says the same thing to her. God, and he's wearing the watch. The dad was wearing the watch.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're wearing a
crazy.
similar watch, not.
Was it the similar? I thought it was the same watch.
I
could be
forget. Did
wrong.
Sarah give him a brand new watch, or did she just fix?
I think she
his-
just fixes it.
Okay, maybe
so
that's what
it
it
could
was.
be his
Okay.
dad's
Got
watch.
it.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Which is true because like when we see him with Sarah at the beginning, like, oh, they don't have that relationship at all.
Yeah.
Like he is doing better.
Yeah.
It just so happened the world ended.
Yeah.
Turned into a monster. That's the other kind of conundrum too. I don't know if people hate Abby as much
Yeah.
because people. One, the game did Joel dirtier. I thought it was much more brutal how he dies in that game.
Yeah.
Because you see a lot more of it. I think people might side with Abby a lot more, especially now if people really don't like Ellie in this season.
Yeah. I mean, I think they did that because of how they added more scenes with Abby early. I think because obviously
to get
because
on
of
her
how
side.
the game reception went.
Yeah. But I mean,
I don't know.
that's also the sort of like brilliance of game 2 is being forced to play as Abby for another 12 hours.
Yeah.
And there's a sequence in the game where you're like, wait, I have to do what? That is going to happen. And I hope people get torn apart about it in the show.
Yeah.
And
Nice.
if like because there's those people I've had face-to-face conversations with people about, like Last of Us being woke. It's like, buddy, if you didn't like it what it was now, you're not gonna fucking like where it's gonna go in the next season.
I didn't think about that.
You
Good
are
call.
not gonna fucking like it.
Yeah.
Which is such a non-issue.
Yeah.
Like it should be a non-issue. Especially because there's such great characters and great representation. But we'll cross that bridge when we get to
cross
it.
that crane.
Quite literally. Hey, there we go. Wolfgang in the chat, longtime lurker here.
Hey,
I
what
never
up, buddy?
played the games, but I knew the story by internet osmosis. I personally don't care for Ellie as protagonist. Find her too annoying and unlikable in the TV show. Much love. Okay.
First off, Wolfgang, comment more.
Yes,
Great
please.
to hear from you.
Great
to hear
name,
from you.
by the way.
I knew a kid named Wolfgang in middle
Really?
school. He was so fucking cool.
Ooh.
I was hiking a mountain one time, and I just randomly came across Wolfgang, and I was like, "Of course you're here."
Like
Of
Tom
course you're
Cruise
here.
hiking. Like, hey, what's
just
up?
doing a little trail.
Okay. all right.
And I just came across him like, "Of course you're here, Wolfgang." Don't think it's the same guy, but
Aw.
But
if you are.
I get what you're saying there. I don't know. I was mostly fine with it, but I understand if people are thrown off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want a third game. I feel like we have talked about what a third game would be like, but I did see a great YouTube video that was a little too like, here's what they should do kind of thing. But it was still kind of fun. I was like, oh, there's some cool ideas in here.
Yeah.
I would almost want like I don't even want to say it because I don't want to spoil anything. All right, I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop.
Okay.
But yeah, I would still like a third game. There's still so much. I want to see other parts of the country. I want to see other parts of the world.
Yeah.
But
I want to see. I said another thing, but can't.
Yep,
Can't.
I want to see Jesse origin story.
Yeah. And people are upset about the Jesse Ellie dynamic in the show. compared
Yeah,
to
I
what it
even
was in the game.
I even like I annoyingly did the thing where I was like, wow, he's not this much of a dick in the game. But she was like, Emma was like, well, he's not being a dick. He's right.
He's
I was like,
pissed
"Oh,
off."
He's pissed
Yeah,
off. I was like,
yeah.
okay, yeah, that's
Yeah.
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
Don't worry, because people were very upset too. I gotta stop. I gotta stop looking at it. But people were upset that they didn't see Tommy Cook
Oh, we'll see him cook.
I think you're gonna see him cook.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
I
I really hope they get going soon, because if it's late next year the show comes out, I think people can live with that.
Yeah.
If it's 2027, that's pushing it, man.
I want to.
Especially if season 3 is not going to resolve this. We have to wait another 2 years after.
Unless they film them back to back.
Hopefully.
Seasons 3 and 4.
Or again, hear me out.
Or just
longer
end it.
season. Longer season.
Longer
Combine
season.
It.
Yeah.
Do a 10-episode season.
10-episode season. Yeah, and
just
finish it.
Just thought.
Because like, what was the first season? 9 episodes?
Yeah.
Dang, they skipped us out on 2.
Yeah.
Dang. All right. They cut out some of that dinosaur museum stuff because they had that set.
Yeah.
They had that fucking set, so they cut some stuff out. Damn it.
Yeah.
Don't tell me about this timing stuff. Come on. This episode, the finale was 50 minutes, man.
Yeah, I was bummed to see that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I don't know. I don't understand that. Give us an hour and a half episode. If it's the finale,
yeah,
I'm fine with it. But.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll have to wait. Hopefully, not longer until. Hopefully, we get it next year.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
We shall see. But comment your thoughts. What did you think about the finale of The Last of Us season 2? And we'll look forward to seeing more Last of Us.
Yeah.
It did kind of make me
eventually
go boot up 2 again. Play No Return.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
yeah.
so
Maybe
fun.
I will.
It's really fun.
Yeah. It's $10 now if you owned it before. Is that the deal?
Oh, like the new
if
edition.
you're buying, yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Did you buy it again, or did you just download it?
I think I thought I got it. Like I had it upgraded. I think I just upgraded.
Okay. I'll look into it.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
I don't really pay attention to money.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking take it. I don't know. It's not mine. Got my parents' money. Just kidding. I don't.
Yeah.
But yeah, play No Return.
Okay.
Because that was very addicting. I was playing a lot of that before Doom, because now I'm on Doom, and once I finish Doom, I'm like going back and forth if I want to try to beat Death Stranding all over again. But I think I'm just gonna maybe I'll boot it back up and
I was
and
so
do a couple
bummed.
missions.
I thought Death Stranding came out in May. It's
No,
like
it's
July, right?
No,
Or is
it's
it
next
June?
month. I
June.
think it's-
Okay,
I think
that's
it's
better.
June.
That's
Yeah.
better than July. Is it Tony Hawk July? I think that's what it is.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so. Let me see. Hold on.
Damn.
I'll probably do a refresher on Death Stranding.
Yeah.
That's just like on a YouTube video or something
Sure.
like that, story-wise, because I'm like,
Oh yeah.
do not remember what happens. But
That movie's moving forward. Did you see who they got for it directing it?
oh, it's someone.
It's I believe it's the guy who did A Quiet Place Day 1. Hold on.
Oh,
Hold on.
Cody, June 26th, Death Stranding
Yeah,
2. A whole
basically
month,
July.
a month
Yeah,
away.
Yeah, Michael Sarnowski is.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
Is-
right. Because
isn't
I
it
thought
A-
he was perfect for it. Yeah, A24.
It's an A24 joint.
Yeah.
Okay. Is it gonna star Norman Reedus?
That I don't know. I think it kind of has to,
Right?
no?
I think so.
If
If
it's-
you're doing the game, like
I feel like you gotta.
and I mean, there's so much in that game. Hideo Kojima's involved with it too, I think.
Yeah, I'd
right.
imagine.
So
Yeah.
I know that'll be. Will this be the very first Hideo Kojima
Movie.
like adaptation? They never did Metal Gear.
As far as I know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they tried doing Metal Gear for
Yeah.
forever, but I don't think it's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting. All right.
All right.
All righty.
Cool.
So yeah, we got Death Stranding to look forward to. So we got time.
Okay.
We got time.
AL just brings up that the Angels game just ended. How did it go? How did we do?
Their streak
We
finally
lost.
end.
We lost a series to the damn Marlins. Okay. Of all teams,
Yeah.
we lost a series at home to them. So
They're
that's not
Miami
good.
Marlins now, right?
Yeah.
All right.
What I want to know is why aren't anyone in baseball talking about the kid that's just destroying the league right now? And I'm talking about my son in T-ball, who has an on-base percentage of 1,000 at the moment.
Oh shit.
Just tearing up the league.
Wow.
Cannot be stopped. Is
one at
always
bat?
on base. No, he gets 1 or 2 per game, and he gets on every time. Now, do all the other kids get on base every single time? Yes, of course. But 1,000, on base percentage is 1,000 on base percentage. and
What's
I
the
think more
stealing
people
base?
may
Do they
talk
steal
about
bases?
it. I tried to get him to. I'm like, I gave you the fucking sign.
How far are you running here?
It's they
10
they
feet?
shrink that shit. Yeah.
10 feet maybe?
And it's the little rubber bases that are just sliding.
And it's just
all over the
T-ball, you
place.
said, right?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
We played that yesterday, and he didn't want to play anymore, so we just like sat in the outfield and like picked grass while he was.
Oh, there you
the
go.
rest of his team was going.
Okay.
Yeah. His fielding percentage is 1,000.
Oh.
Just
No
just
errors.
Pointing that out there. No errors yet. Is it because we don't really go for the ball?
Yeah.
Yes.
Is this the
Probably.
one where everybody bats?
Yeah.
Everyone bats.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a home run.
Basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how long are these games?
Half hour.
Oh, really?
hour.
Oh, okay.
they're short.
Well, it's not that bad. Yeah.
It's fucking hot though, man. Like
Oh,
we were on first base the other day, and the dad who was with his kid playing first base.
He's
like,
the captain of the team, I'm sure.
He was like, he looks at me. He's like, just make it end, man. He's like, we gotta get out of here. I'm like, hang in there, bro. We're going to second.
It wasn't that hot this weekend.
It's
though.
hot when you're out there
okay.
in the fucking field, though, man.
Okay.
It's
right.
wild. Yeah.
All right. Shout
Just
out
think about that.
1,000%. Keep it up.
Yeah.
Keep it up. Big league soon.
Yep.
All right.
Put the league on notice.
All right. Now, how about I put you on notice right now, sir?
Oh boy.
How about I put you on the spot?
We're doing another one of these. Okay.
Cody, last time I quizzed you on Pokeballs.
Yeah. Did better than I thought I would.
You did.
Yeah.
You did. A lot of people were upset about that one too, but you know what? I don't have to do the
Who
whole
cares?
apology thing
Who
again.
cares?
I'm just
We
gonna,
already proved we were right.
I'm just gonna stop looking at the comments. I don't
Yep.
need to look at them. So Cody,
Yeah.
how well do you know your Pokemon gym leaders?
I think fairly well.
Okay.
I think you're talking about the original.
Yes, we're gonna do Kanto region, red
Okay.
and blue specifically. We're not gonna touch yellow.
Okay.
Let's do red, blue,
Just
green,
the original red and blue game.
and green.
Okay.
Okay, which was released first in Japan.
Okay.
I think it was red and green, and then they did blue and red here in the States.
Thank you for
Could
the
be wrong.
clarification. Okay.
So we've got 8 gym leaders here,
Okay.
in no particular order either. What, you want me to go in order?
It feels weird to go out of order, but it's kind of more fun that way. It's okay. Go.
Yeah, no, that's gonna throw you off.
Okay.
I
now,
feel like it
now
would
I'm
be,
rattled.
I feel like it would be too easy to go in order.
Okay.
From city to city. So I'm gonna give you the Pokemon leader and the city. If you want the badge, I give you the badge, and then you've got to tell me what Pokemon they used.
Their whole party.
Some of these have 4. If you can give me at least.
How about you tell me how many they have, and
Okay,
I'll see if I can
let's
get
do that.
it.
All
Okay?
right.
Let's try that.
All right.
All right.
Let's go with the big baddie of them all. Let's go with Giovanni. Viridian City.
He had a Kangaskhan.
No.
No.
No. Right away. So let me tell you, he had 5. If you can get at least 2. If you give me at least 2.
I could have swore he had one. Okay. He had a Doug trio.
Yes, he did.
He had both of he had Nido King and Nido Queen.
Yeah, there you go.
He had the Persian, but that wasn't in red and blue.
That was yellow.
Think.
That was in yellow.
Yeah. You're sure he doesn't have a Kangaskhan?
Nope.
Okay.
It's not listed here.
I was gonna say like Wheezing, but
This is, I think it's a ground type.
Oh, he's got the Rhyhorn and Rhydon.
Yeah,
got
there
both.
you
Did
go.
I get 'em all?
Right on.
No.
Hey. All right. So you're that's one.
Okay.
Let's go with gym leader Koga in Fuchsia City. He's got 4.
He's the poison one.
Mm-hmm.
Does he have Grimer and Muck?
Just Muck. Excuse me. Okay, that's fine. That's 1.
Coughing and wheezing.
Yes,
He's got both?
2. He's got 2 coughings. So.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
Okay,
Hey,
so
there
that's
you
all
go.
of it?
That's
Okay.
all of it.
All right.
All right. It's gonna be an easy one. Gym leader Brock, Pewter City. What's that Boulder
That's
badge?
just Geodude and Onyx.
That's correct.
Okay.
That is correct.
I'm really hung up on that Kangaskhan.
It's okay. Gym leader Erica, Celadon City. 3 Pokemon.
Vileplume,
Mm-hmm.
Victory Bell.
That's correct.
Okay, now this is where I'm stumped. I keep wanting to say like Oddish, but that doesn't make any sense.
And we got the Vileplume in there. So at one point, she
I
would've
keep
had
wanting
Oddish.
to say Porygon just because that's where you get it. You get it. In
You
like
get to get the Porygon for
the
an extremely
casino.
amount of money, like way too much money.
Yeah, it's kind of absurd. Oh no, it's one that doesn't evolve in the game.
It does now.
Yeah, but in the original
Okay.
it didn't. The Tangela.
Yeah, there
we
you
go.
go. Did I hint help?
I wasn't looking. at
Okay.
you. Yeah.
Alrighty, let's go with gym leader Blaine, Cinnabar Island.
Oh shit. Arcanine,
Yes.
Rapidash.
Yeah.
How many total did he have?
Oh, sorry, 4.
Magmar.
You know what? Did I accidentally delete? Let me double check. I always thought he did have Magmar, but that might have just been in yellow.
I mean, they were all around the mansion, I think, as well.
Yeah, hold on. Pokemon, let me just double check. I might have, but you've gotten 2 so far.
Okay. I think I have an idea. I want to... Should I wait for you?
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
Shit. No, go ahead.
Did he have... I keep wanting to say like a wheezing just because I think you come across those in there as well. But
what have you said so far? You said...
I said Arcanine and Rapidash. Did
Okay.
you have Ponyta and,
he did.
and Growlithe?
Yeah, he did.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
it?
yeah.
Okay.
I think that's it. Let me just double check. Hold on.
Okay.
Yeah, because I could have swore he had Magmar too. I got mixed up in my list here.
Okay. We'll double check this at the end.
Yeah, I'll check it
Yeah,
at the
yeah,
end.
yeah.
Okay, but good job. Yeah, you got it. You got it.
Okay.
All right.
How many we got left?
1, 2, 3 left.
Okay.
All right. Let's go with... It's too easy. Gym Leader Misty, Cerulean
Star
City.
You and Starmie.
That's correct.
Yeah.
You would think she had the Golding. That's not the magic word. All right, let's follow up with Gym Leader Lieutenant Surge.
Okay.
Vermilion City.
He's got a Raichu.
No. Oh, sorry. Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
he
he
does.
does.
I'm
Sorry.
gonna lose my mind here.
Sorry.
Hold on.
He only had a Raichu in yellow. Sorry.
If
Yeah.
he has a Kangaskhan, I'm gonna lose it.
Yeah.
Electrode. Voltorb.
Yeah, he had Voltorb.
Magneton.
Nope.
What the fuck is going? Is it a Pikachu?
It's a Pikachu.
What is? Come on, guys.
What are we doing here?
Shit.
All right, last one here. Gym Leader Sabrina, Saffron City.
Alakazam.
Mm-hmm.
Kadabra. I'm sure.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
How many left? How many?
2. There's 4 in total.
She's got a.
One is kind of out of nowhere.
Hypno.
No. I mean, yeah, this is she has psychic.
Mr. Mime.
Yes.
Okay.
And then there's a 4th one that's kind of.
Oh no, I know that. Hold on. It's It's a bug.
Mm-hmm.
Just keep flapping your wings, Cody. You'll get it. Venom off.
There you
Jesus.
go. Woo!
Jeez.
No Magmar.
Not even for Sabrina.
No. Sorry, I'm going back to Blaine. Yeah, no Magmar.
Okay. When did Giovanni have the Kangaskhan? I'm not crazy, right?
Let me look that up.
I mean,
Hold
you
on.
don't have to look it up. It's
Oh,
okay.
so first of all, Blaine had a Magmar in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Okay.
Let's see who you say. Giovanni. Vani Kangaskhan.
I'm glad I didn't fall for Persian. Persian was a later edition, I believe.
Yes.
So that's good.
Let's see here. Let's see if he did have Kangaskhan. Maybe it was. Hold on.
That's all right.
No, I'm gonna find it. Damn it. Let's see. Here.
I should have guessed the mech Mewtwo that he had in the Pokemon movie. When he had like the suit of armor on him.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was what the hell?
You got to be kidding.
Did I have
right.
a wrong
I was right
version?
the
You
whole
were
time.
right.
Oh
Yeah.
my god!
You were right the whole time.
Bam!
Something must have gotten deleted. I
Okay,
apologize,
we'll have to
sir.
look into that afterwards.
Yeah.
It's okay.
Because I'm seeing like, I'm seeing like some weird things. I'm
Okay.
seeing he had Onyx at one point.
That I don't think is.
Nidorino.
Right. That's not right.
No.
No.
Reinhorn. This looks like the right lineup here.
Okay.
Wow.
The
Okay.
only way we're gonna be able to solve this is just by playing the game live.
Yes.
So let's boot that up and we'll get that
Jeez.
going. It's all right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We'll
I don't know how I'm
figure
gonna edit that, but
it's all good.
I'll come back to it.
We'll figure
I'll
it
put
out.
a little editor's note or something
Yeah.
in there.
Yeah.
Actually, Cody was right. There is Kangaskhan. There we go.
Thank you.
I'll throw that in there.
Yeah.
Alrighty, I know, Patty. Another Pokemon controversy.
Oh,
Well, congrats,
boy.
Cody. That's 8 for 8.
Thank you.
Now let's see how you do with Johto.
Nah, I'm not gonna do well. You have that? Oh no, you have it all ready to.
Tune in next time.
Oh shit.
That's the
Okay.
cliffhanger. I wanted.
Okay. Fair enough. I thought you were gonna hit me with like the Elite Four. I'm like, oh no.
I was gonna do that,
Yeah.
but I forgot to do
Okay.
that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
clearly I already fucked it up.
It's okay. It's okay.
All right. Anyways, good job. That was
Yeah,
good.
Thank you.
You know what else is really good? My only other thing I have on here. RB3 was supposed to be on the show, but he canceled last minute.
Okay.
Not last minute. It was yesterday.
He had a
but
legit reason.
he had a legit reason,
Yeah,
but he
yeah,
will
yeah.
be on next week, so
Cool.
we'll grill him on that.
Nice.
Did I talk about Wick is Pain? Did I talk about
No.
that? No.
The John Wick documentary?
Yeah. Oh, it's really great.
No. Okay.
Go watch it.
Good talk.
All right.
Okay. What does it get into? Is it like
The creation of John Wick
okay?
and how David Leitch and Chad Stahelski kind of don't like each other.
I was so curious about that because ever since they started directing movies themselves, I don't know.
Yes, they
Yeah,
get.
I was curious if they're
They very much get into that. I
Nice.
don't think they like hate each other, but there was like a reoccurring thing because most of the documentary, it's like 2 hours long. It's great.
Really?
Most of the documentary is all about trying to get that first movie made.
Yeah.
And it's great because you can just see them struggling. It's very inspiring, especially when they're like, it's like Keanu Reeves, like, it's like he's fucking Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And yeah, the amount of stuff that they struggled, the amount of improving that they do, like even up until John Wick 4. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, like they have their set pieces and like, all right, we're gonna come in, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this, and then like crew members talking about like, oh, mom and dad are fighting again, like just like they were on like different. They ultimately wanted the same thing, but they just had different approaches of doing it. I was like, whoa, that is great.
Okay,
that's really good. I mean, it's not good, but it's. I mean, they made a great movie.
It's juicy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they do get into a little bit. They don't go into detail of going into making the other ones, but they get into a lot of like wanting the reason why David Leitch left. He's like, we have this opportunity to go make this movie with Charlize Theron, and Chad Stahelski was like, no, I want to do Wick 2.
Oh.
So they're like, all right. So Chad Stahelski stuck with John Wick, and David Leitch went off to go do his stuff.
Gotcha. So, okay, I was curious about that.
So they do get into it. And at one point, just David Leitch is not in the documentary anymore. Like, he's mostly there for when they talk about the first film, and then that's it. They didn't even like talk about why David Leitch didn't get credit or anything like that for directing.
I want to say that was just a DGA thing. It wasn't anything like nefarious or anything like that. But
but just weird because like they both were very instrumental on it, and I think just John Wick is like Keanu and Chad's baby because they go way
at this
back.
Point,
They go way more way back than David Leitch does. But
yeah,
Chad Stahelski he's finally branching out. He's doing Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay,
so it's IP, but
I feel like there were a couple other movies he was
attached to
for recently.
Oh, he's doing John Wick 5 now, probably.
Right.
They
that'll be another 3 years.
Yeah, they announced a 5th movie and then a prequel animated movie.
Right.
Where they talk about his Impossible Mission or whatever.
That's Mission Impossible. That
mission,
just came out this past weekend.
Shit. I choose this mission.
Yeah.
No, the mission that got him to be with his wife or whatever.
Okay.
The Impossible Task.
Got it.
Yes.
Okay.
That made me think too. I don't know so much about Mission Impossible because Mission Impossible did have a video game. That one that came out on Nintendo 64 like way long ago. That game was, it was incredibly hard. I remember it was super hard.
Did you say it was impossible?
It was impossible.
Okay.
And so I thought, the Mission Impossible, that would be a fun video game series. But then I thought, how the hell has there not been a John Wick video game?
That's been, people have been wondering that.
Like,
it was discussed at one point.
There was an iPhone game or an Android or a game just for like I don't know if it's a side scroller, but it was just a mobile game.
Okay.
But yeah, like imagine like an actual John Wick game.
Yeah.
Keanu would do it. He's done video games, done The Matrix, done Cyberpunk. Like he would absolutely star in it. He would do mocap for it.
Yeah.
And then imagine just trying to figure out the mechanics for Gung Fu.
Yeah.
That would be so freaking cool. And then you're just going on missions as a young John Wick.
Yeah. Imagine or even like missions from the movies. Like imagine the stair level in the fourth one.
Oh my God. Imagine controlling the dogs.
Oh yeah.
In 3.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
God, that would be so cool.
Yeah.
Or the sword, the knife fight.
Mm-hmm.
You, like a quick time, just trying to grab the knife and throw it back at the other guy.
Yeah, that's the other thing. It wouldn't just be like a shootout game.
It'd be everything. Handheld, shooting.
Yeah.
Car chase
where he
sequences.
Kills the guy with the pencil.
Riding on the horse on a motorcycle.
Yeah.
Like there's so much you can do with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even need a 1-to-1. Like, okay, this is dream scenario John Wick video game. It's an open world. The Continental is your home base. That's where you can get all your weapons and stuff and restore everything. Yeah. You build up your character traits, your little bubbles. You're like, I'm gonna upgrade my suit to more armor here.
Yeah.
There's so much you can do with it.
Yeah, this needs to happen.
Make it Grand Theft Auto with John Wick.
Yeah.
Why not? Keanu will do it.
Yeah.
Make it happen.
Make it happen, guys.
Make it happen.
Make it happen.
Chad Stahelski and David Leitch, put your shit.
Talk to each other,
and make the damn video game. And throw in Atomic Blonde too. Make it part of the universe.
Why
Who cares?
not? Fuck it.
Now you got ballerina as well. You got dance sequences. So.
Put the fall guy in there. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah, there you go.
Come on.
Anyways.
Before we get out of here, Christian,
All right.
I have a bone to pick with you.
God, I'm good. I had made one apology today.
We were talking in a group chat a week or two ago, and the topic of Green Day came up.
Who was in the? Oh, okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And out of nowhere, there was just you shit on the song "Wake Me Up When September Ends." Fine,
Yeah,
I
boring.
get it. It was overplayed at the time. Everyone, you hear the opening riff and you roll your eyes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
fine. But then you went and you shot on Boulevard of Broken Dreams and Holiday as well.
Mm-hmm.
All bangers.
Also overplayed on the radio.
20 years ago.
Yeah, I
When was
know.
the last time you turned on the radio, Christian?
Last week, and you know what popped up was
No,
fucking
it
Holiday.
fucking did not. Don't even go there.
What is K-Rock playing? But not fucking Holiday.
21 Pilots.
Okay, all right,
Sure. And Imagine Dragons.
sure.
All right.
It wasn't even that, but I think I just grew sick of the songs. I would go back and listen to American Idiot, and I listened to the opening track, which you could be argued that has been played a lot too. But it's fun. Then Jesus is Suburbia.
Great song.
Shout out. I like the song. I like how long it is. And then I get to
Then you
3.
get to a banger of a song.
Then I get to 3 and 4. I'm like,
Great 1-2 punch.
I'm gonna go straight to what is it?
Are We the Waiting?
Are we? We
That's
are.
a good. I hated that song as a kid. It's
Sure.
It's good.
I like it. No,
it's
I like
good.
because it's like a setup song basically.
Yeah.
It's a setup song for
Yeah,
St.
yeah.
Jimmy.
But like even there's a couple of those in there. Like
Give Me Novocaine.
Give Me Novocaine is one of my favorite songs.
That's a
on the
great
album,
one,
and
too.
that's another one that kind of leads into She's a Rebel, I think.
yeah.
But like I prefer that over She's a Rebel, and I think I prefer Are We the Waiting over St. Jimmy. I want to say
Oh, really?
as well.
I think I love St. Jimmy and She's a Rebel.
I used to love both
Jesus
of those.
said,
Maybe I'm
"Hey."
just getting older and liking slower
Maybe.
songs now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that's fair.
But
I know
just the fact that you shout on 3 wonderful singles from one of
I
the
want
biggest
the
albums of all
lonely
time.
love.
I was flabbergasted.
If I ever see them live, like I'll
That's when you
I'll
go to the
use
bathroom.
the restroom.
Yeah.
On holiday.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
But I do love. Is it? What's the not the final check, but it's the other long one. Is it What's Her Name?
Homecoming.
It's Homecoming. Yeah.
What's Her Name's probably my favorite song on the album.
The
That
final
might
song.
that might be my favorite Green Day song. To be
Ooh,
honest with you,
wow.
that's a beautiful beautiful
Okay.
tune.
All
Yeah.
right. Shout out.
I think that's probably my favorite.
Okay.
Give Me No.
Definitely not Holiday or
I'm
Boulevard
not
of Broken
saying they're
Dreams.
bad songs.
They're
I'm
at the bottom.
No,
No.
they're up there.
Mm.
We got to rank American Idiot songs. They are absolutely on the
What's
top
the one?
tier.
Nobody likes you.
Yeah, that's Letter Bomb.
Letter
Another
Bomb.
great
I like
song.
that one.
Another great song. Yeah. Yeah.
The one thing that kind of, I don't know why this bothered me.
Oh, when you download them on Spotify and they're combined, because that bothers the shit.
Oh,
out
I
of
thought
me.
they changed that.
I
thought they went
If
back.
they did, it was recent because I hated that I had to whenever I
Yeah.
would download Give Me Novocaine, She's a Rebel was always at the end of it, and I had to skip.
I didn't like that either. I
Yeah.
want to say they changed it because they just had like the American.
Oh, they did the 20th anniversary. I'm
I
assuming,
can't
right?
believe that's fucking 20
Yeah.
years old. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're back.
Oh,
They're back to normal.
Thank Jesus.
And then
for
they had
Suburbia.
all the live, but they had like songs that didn't make the album, and I
Okay.
never listened to them. And I was like, oh, I gotta check these out. I just haven't dived into that because I loved the album when it came out, and I loved the what was the live show that they did?
Bolt in the Bible.
Yeah, that was cool. Oh, what I was gonna say, what bothered me about Homecoming is they just at one point Trey Cool just does the exact same beat from American Idiot. The
Oh yeah.
Do you remember that?
I got a rock and roll band.
Yeah, I mean,
gets to that part,
I love that
You're saying the
sequence.
transition is the same thing.
It's
as
literally
American
the
Idiot?
same
Yeah,
drum
sure.
roll. It's the exact
Yeah.
same drum roll. Which I was like, come
So
on,
it's a
man.
hack, is what you're saying.
I don't know. I got a rock and roll band.
You got to read Hoppus's book. He goes into the Green Day Blink feud a little bit.
Oh, there was a feud. Because it's
Not so much when they did the tour together, though. You haven't heard about this?
No.
Okay, so
Because they both have. No, I was gonna say because they both have numbers. That's Sum 41.
back when they did the Pop Disaster tour in 2002, Blink headlined those shows because at the time Blink was a much bigger band. As much as like that sounds crazy now, and like I mean at the time Green Day had Dookie and they were Insomniac and that was,
Yep.
yeah like but at the time Green Day was fading. They had Warning,
Yeah.
and then I think they
Because that was a
either
dud.
that same year or shortly after that Green Day did a Greatest Hits album.
Right. Yeah.
So like they were fading as Blink was writing, so it made sense that Blink was headlining.
Mm-hmm.
However, Green Day was kind of annoyed by that, so they
yeah. I mean,
kicked their ass on tour, like in terms of like the live performance of it all. Like they had way more energy, and by the time Blink came on, people were like exhausted because Green Day just.
Well, yeah, and I'm sure Billy Joel Armstrong probably said something on stage, or he's a very upfront person.
From the book that I read, it was less so Billy and Mike, and it was more so Trey that was annoyed and was like publicly saying shit.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is what reminded me when you brought up.
There's no other bands that could be a 3-member punk band. It's only we can be.
With our backup guitarist that we have here as well.
They didn't have him back then, though, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, probably
I don't know.
not.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because at that time, Dookie was such a big hit.
But every other album since then was going down.
Yeah. Even though there's bangers on each of those songs.
Yeah, of course.
Like Minority, Warning.
Yeah. Warning is a pretty good album.
Yeah, that one's okay.
Waiting is a good song on there as well. Great single. We've mentioned all the singles off there so far.
Good Riddance.
Christian. Yeah.
Good Riddance, obviously.
That was off the previous one,
Yeah. What's the one that had? I remember the music video.
Hitchin' a Ride's a great fucking song, by the way. That's a good one.
What am I thinking?
King for a Day.
Hold on.
Come on, Brain Stew. Nope, get there, buddy.
Hold on, let me find it.
You got
I
this.
gotta go through the goddamn 74 different albums. Is it off of Nimrod or is it Warning? Hold on. Not Waiting. Oh, I love. I think Minority might be my favorite.
That's a great song.
That might be my. Is it off? I think it's off Nimrod. Oh, Nice Guys Finished. No, wait,
that's a good song.
I do like that song.
Yeah.
Is it Walking Alone?
Walking Contradiction's a good song.
That's what it is.
Yeah,
Walking
that's off Warning, right?
Or
no?
I don't think so.
Nah,
actually.
forget it. Doesn't matter.
Yeah. You know what God, you know what song I absolutely love? Hold on.
I don't.
I just love Burnout. I love the beginning. It's a good start. Yeah.
I listen to Dookie a lot.
I like She.
It's a damn good album.
I like She.
Yeah.
She's great.
She's probably my favorite on there. I think Coming Clean is one of my faves.
Well,
on
they
there
did a
as
cover of
well.
In the End.
Yeah.
That song hadn't even come out yet. Crazy.
They were ahead of their time.
Wow.
Anyway, yeah, the Hoppus book gets into that a little bit.
Okay.
And,
We should write a book and put some fake stories. Well, we do have feuds.
Fake stories. What are you talking about?
We got feuds, but we can fluff it up a little bit.
Sure.
We can write a book about all our story up until this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get 2 people to buy it.
Hey, if Jake Tapper can write a book, fucking guy. Anyways, we have 53 people. Shout out.
Hot dog.
What's up?
What's up, guys?
Hit the like button, please.
Are you the new people from the shorts, or are you just coming in from...
Oh, yeah, we hit like 6,300 or 64 or something like that.
Yeah.
Shout out.
That
Hello.
one damn Pokemon video.
Welcome.
But yeah.
The
The show's almost over.
It is almost over.
You picked a bad time to join.
But thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was gonna say our TikTok, we had some good ones that weren't Pokemon, so
Yeah.
they've been doing well.
And then they fucking labeled one of them as
It still hasn't
sensitive.
been-
Oh,
yeah.
it's pissing me off so much.
it-
We had we clipped out the Saw
Yes.
game that we did with Eric a few months ago.
Mhm.
Did fucking great. Was on its way to 1 million views,
Yep.
and then for some reason was flagged as sensitive content and completely killed it.
Killed it. Like
Yeah.
just went
Yeah, it was
just
so
down the
pissed off.
drain.
off.
And it's currently blurred right now.
Yeah.
And it's only because I think we had the movie posters on from all the Saw movies, but it's like they're barely
Doesn't
up.
make any sense.
Doesn't make sense.
No.
So we put it in submission, and it said it'll take up to a week. It's been a week.
Yep.
Nothing
What's
happened.
going on?
What happened to the mini fridge? It's right over there.
It's over there.
Yeah, it's over there.
Yeah.
A Dizzle. What's up, A Dizzle?
Hey, buddy.
Who is in here that isn't normally here?
I know,
Comment in
we
the
had
li-
Wolfgang earlier.
comment in
I've
the
seen
live
a couple
chat.
names that are either brand new or we haven't seen in a minute. already.
Yeah.
I saw a couple. So good
Datvo,
to have
what's
you
up?
guys
John
here.
Wick Hex
Yeah.
for Nintendo Switch. I'll take anything
Yeah.
John Wick related, please.
Yeah.
Manny just chatted. Hello, gamers.
What up,
What's
Manny?
What's up, gamers?
Nice for you to join us. How's it going?
Man, are you playing Doom Dark Ages? No one in Discord answered me. That happens a lot. Nobody answers me.
Yeah.
Why? Why don't people like me? Even when I do something that is like, oh, that was cool. No one. Nothing.
No.
No.
You just not discording well.
I don't
What's going
know.
on?
I don't know.
Okay.
They like you. That you're the favorite.
I'm the
parent.
fun dad.
You're the fun
you
dad.
know? Yeah.
I come in there like, hey, here's Fallout for you guys for free.
It's like,
Fucking-
we're already playing it.
Fucking nothing. Nothing.
Meanwhile, Cody just drops Sean Figgins in the random athletes thing.
Oh
It's
my
like,
God.
Great pull.
Oh, let's talk to
Great pull,
Cody.
Cody. Yeah.
Have you guys dropped Keyshawn Johnson in there?
Ooh.
Damn it. Damn it. I was
I don't
saving
know
it.
if we've dropped Keyshawn Johnson.
I had his card for some reason.
Oh, I mean, he's a
don't know.
Buccaneers legend. Yeah.
No idea why.
Yeah.
Manny says not currently, just playing Red Dead 2.
First time? I
Yeah,
think
maybe.
that might be his first time.
Here to
around.
schmooze.
Hey, Here to
Lilo and
Schmooze.
Stitch remake, yay or nay? I don't know. I heard it was pretty decent.
I haven't seen it, and not particularly attached to the original.
I think I've seen it once.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was around, I think I was 11 when it came out.
So
maybe
much
even
older.
12, and I was like, you know what, these are lame.
It's 2002, I think.
Yeah. I'm going to watch Michael Mann movies. Can you imagine me as a fucking 11-year-old?
No.
I want to watch Heat. But no, I don't think I was particularly attached to Lilo and Stitch. So I'm
Okay.
probably not gonna
That's
see
fair.
This one, but
That we had Mission Impossible, a fucking
yeah.
30-year-old franchise at this
Yeah.
point. It is
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
Started seeing it in theaters since Ghost Protocol. I don't think
Yeah,
I saw
that was my
3.
first one in theaters as well.
I wanted to
Yeah.
see that one because there was an opening for something
Yeah.
before it. It was an opening for Star Trek in the Dark? No.
It was Dark Knight Rises, I think.
Oh,
No, that was Sherlock Holmes that showed that.
No. Okay, well,
No, Sherlock Holmes was the
teaser. I went to that
All
movie
right, all
just
right,
for
here
the
we go. I think
just for-
I think Mission Impossible was the IMAX sequence then.
I think so.
Yeah, I think that's right.
That was fun when
Yeah,
they
yeah.
used to do that. They don't really do that anymore.
No.
Because I remember going to see The Hobbit, and they did Star Trek Into Darkness, I
Okay.
think. And then, for Sherlock, because that was the second one.
Yeah.
Didn't even see the first one.
Yeah.
Just went to see that trailer, and it's all like pre-existing footage. You see one shot of Bane
Yeah.
at the end. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kyle Harlow says, put the restricted video on. Only Wangers.
We're thinking about it, Kyle.
We
We're
should-
gonna
I
have
mean,
to.
If it gets us money.
I'm telling you, there's
honestly.
nothing raunchy about that video. It's just us hanging around being dudes.
I
you
mean-
know? But
We can do more if you pay for it.
sure.
I mean, if it pays for it, what filmmaker out there is like, oh, podcast hosts did some wild things to get that movie? It's free marketing right there, Cody. Here to schmooze. Get Eric in here to talk about Epic Universe. I need
Yeah.
to break down who out of you most likely to go. Yeah, I'd be down to go.
Would love to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm not being able to fly to Florida anytime soon, but
No.
I would love to go. I love the idea of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think he was originally going to be here in June, but not anymore. But yeah, no, the next time he's here, we'll have him talk all about it. I was loving his posts. I was just thinking he was just so happy, probably. Yeah. Minecraft, Manny says, was supposed to have the Superman scene. I see.
like a preview?
I thought you were like, he's going to cameo in it. My theater didn't do it. I see. Okay.
Gotcha.
I'm excited for that movie. People don't like
Minecraft?
Yeah.
You stoked?
Chicken jockey. The new Superman. People are.
I think it's just.
I need to get off
I ju-
TikTok.
I
Like
just
people are
feel-
so angry.
I just feel like there's not hype around movies these days, like the way that it was 10 years ago. Maybe it's just us getting older,
Maybe.
but I can't see people jumping into Sherlock Holmes 2 to see a teaser for Dark Knight Rises.
Not anymore.
You know?
No. Yeah.
Like,
Well, I think Superman might be just tainted with like the previous Superman properties, or
and just the state of
The
superhero
Snyderverse.
movies as well, I guess.
Sure. It just looks like a breath of fresh air. But I see people like
It looks fine.
now people are like, oh, it's too colorful. Like, shut up, stop it, go touch grass.
Yeah.
Go outside.
People who have no idea how to color correct or commenting on color.
Yeah,
correct.
hey man,
Yeah.
no, I got
Yeah.
a Twitter. I can do what
Yeah.
I want.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nick Wade says we got a teaser for Keeper after the monkey. Oh, that's his next? I forgot. I left
How
the
many
theater
fucking
before
movies is that guy making?
that. Oh, he's making a lot.
Jesus.
Yeah. Here to schmooze. I thought the new trailer for Superman was fantastic. Really turned me around. Hell yeah.
Here to Schmooze, you want to produce the show? I'm loving the amount of topics that you've brought here in
Yeah.
the last 5 minutes.
Love that he finally seems to have a personality. I mean, I'm with you there.
Yeah.
Let's see. Manny says, but there's no hype, and then Lilo and Stitch makes almost 400 million. I didn't see the box office. Did it make more than?
I had a bet
Mission?
with my friend.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it did make one.
Wow.
Where I was saying it was going to make less than Minecraft did for 3 days. I know the 4-day it beat it, but I think I won my bet for the 3 days. I think it was less than
Wow.
163. So I get a free beer on Wednesday.
Hey,
how it goes.
there you go.
Yeah,
During
yeah.
work?
No, trivia, buddy. I'm doing bar trivia on
Oh,
Wednesday.
okay.
All right, so I get the first round is free.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's summer movie season, baby. It's all IP.
Yeah.
Sinners is gonna be the only original film this year.
What's this? Oh, it's fucking Karate Kid this weekend, I think.
Is it?
Right?
That's
Yeah, I
finally
think
coming
so.
out.
Yeah.
Ballerina, I think too.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I think that looks pretty cool.
Yeah, I want to see Friendship. I think I'm going to see that maybe
Yeah.
tomorrow.
Oh, no, Bring Her Back. I think is this weekend. That one, I've heard
Yeah.
nothing but great
Yeah.
and gross things about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm so excited to see that one.
Yeah.
All right.
I want to see that for sure.
I saw Mickey 17 finally.
Oh, okay.
I loved it.
I figured you would have liked
Yeah,
it. It seemed like it was up your alley.
It was so cute.
It's weird. It's a weird
it's
fucking
so
movie.
weird.
And
Yeah.
I don't see, spending hundreds of millions of dollars on something like that, thinking like general audiences would come out for it. I'm glad they did.
Yeah.
Because I like the movie.
I
for the
wonder
record,
because it got pushed back a lot, didn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder. I don't know why, but like, is this going to be the year of not twins, but doubles, digital doubles? Because it looks fucking great when they're on scene together.
Yeah,
they don't do some cool. They don't do cool shit like they do in Sinners, where they're just showing off.
Did you hear about that? Did you hear how they did some of the Sinner stuff?
No.
All right, so they had like a rig around Michael B. Jordan's shoulders and covering his face that he played the scene twice, right, as both characters. And then when they'd have the stunt double on, they would composite his face on top of that based on, how he performed
The
it
movement
before.
and stuff, yeah.
I thought that was really interesting. That's not how they did all of it. Some of it, they did the classic stuff where they would split frame and comp it.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
the rig they had was interesting to look at.
Oh, okay.
I thought. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I doubt they did that for Mickey 17.
Who
He
knows?
probably did some crazy shit.
Yeah.
I just love that that's the movie he does after Parasite.
Yeah.
Just this wild,
That's
crazy
his blank check movie.
Yeah. Like, fuck it, whatever. I love a blank check movie because
Yeah.
like you never know, you could get slop or you can get something like fun and cute like Mickey 17. Like, like when it ends with Mickey 17 and it goes Mickey Barnes. It's like, oh my god, that's so fucking cute.
Yeah.
Adorable. And he's so funny in that movie too because I did watch an interview with him where he kind of said to the effect of that, like he kind of took inspiration from Steve-O to do the voice. And then I was like, oh, I can kind of, it's not a full Steve-O impression, but I can kind of hear it.
I think he initially did that and Bong like told him to tone it down. I think
Yeah. Naja! When he would just like shout out to her. So I watched that. Is there anything else I watched? I don't think so. I think I'm tapped out.
Yeah. It's all good.
That's it.
What up, Laserbolt?
Laserbolt. Pew, pew.
We're wrapping up right now, but good to have you here.
What's up? Almost 60 people watching.
If we see
Shout
those
out.
numbers keep increasing, maybe we'll just
keep
keep
coming.
We'll
Send
just do
in-
the show again. So we're going to talk about The Last of Us.
We'll do it again. Maybe it's the Last of Us title. I still remember during the COVID days when we talked about the Last of Us video game. I think Ace was on the show.
Yeah,
we were like the only people that liked that game at the time. Everybody.
Yeah.
Well, everyone of course read the leaks and just judged the video game before.
It was a weird time for sure. Yeah. I remember there was one time we did. It was like the post Matrix 4 show.
Oh yeah.
And we had that in there, and I didn't see the chat, but I know the mods had a really tough time that night because there was a bunch of people just shitting on the movie and being assholes, and then it was rough.
Yeah, that one kind of came and went too.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Well, there you go, folks. 60 people here. Holy Toledo.
Hot dog.
Oh.
Sorry. I was trying. This is going to take me a second. Sorry.
That's okay. Well, thank you all. Excuse me.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, Miguel in the chat saying, I watched The Last of Us and Mickey 17 today. Let's go.
Hot dog.
Oh, shit. Manny says next week is Summer Games Fest. Huge week. Get Jake on.
Is he in town?
If he's in town, I'll text him.
Hit him up.
Yeah. I think we have RB3 on next week. But
nope, he can be bumped. No,
yeah, he
totally kidding.
We do need guests for.
Love you, Robert.
We
Love
do
you,
need
Robert.
guests for June.
Yeah.
So we'll see. Alrighty, folks. Let's change the beat. Eric Muniz. Sorry, there's more. Eric
Guys.
Munz. Hey, duders. I took your advice, Christian, and got a tribute tattoo of my pup. Funny enough, his name was also Ringo Wang on. Oh my God! Oh, you're gonna make me cry.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's amazing, Eric. I love that.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't. Man, I don't have one for Ringo. I probably should. I do want to get a tattoo for Draco, but I think I might wait until.
Okay.
Well, he's never gonna pass on.
No,
He's gonna
of
live
course not.
forever.
Yeah.
So okay. Yeah. Dang, that's awesome. Shout out. Where was it? What details, please?
I really want to get like a full-on sleeve on my arm. I think I would look really cool.
I think you would.
But I've never gotten a tattoo, so I feel like that's a big step to
Just
take.
start fresh. Start. Go and do like the flash sales one where you can get like a little one for free, not free,
Sure.
but like cheap.
Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want though. That's the other thing. I have no idea what I want this sleeve to be.
Just get
but,
a pen.
Because I feel like I've gotten to the point where like my arm is the size it's going to be at this point.
Sure.
Like, it's not going to get any bigger.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know what? Let's go for it. Let's see what I got
and
here.
you have to shave. You don't have to like. That's my thing. Like if I get tattoos on my, I have to shave this whole thing, and that's going to be a pain in the ass. But
yeah.
Patty said, "Get a literal flannel sleeve pattern." That's so fucking funny.
That's a good idea.
That's
Yeah,
amazing.
good.
All right. Well, we can workshop. We'll workshop
we'll
some
figure it out.
tattoo ideas.
Leave me
Well,
your tattoo ideas.
There it is.
All right.
All right, folks. Thank you all so much for watching this episode of The Wanger Show. Please hit the like button if you haven't done so already. There's 60 of you here. I expect at least 60 likes. If we get to 100 likes, Cody will get a tattoo. If you send in money, it might actually pay for the tattoo. Who
Jesus.
knows? We
Yeah.
know a couple guys.
If we get 1,000 likes on a Wanger Show episode,
We'll get tattoos.
maybe I will get a tattoo.
Matching wangers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and please, if you're watching this episode after it's live,
Maybe
please leave a
10,000
like.
likes.
Hey,
10,000 likes.
you're
Wanna be
pushing
careful
your
here,
luck
yeah.
here. Hey man, we barely get 10,000, 1,000 views.
Yeah,
Come on,
yeah,
dog.
yeah.
Come on.
Yeah.
Eric says it's an outline of a pic of him with his name in cursive underneath, right on my forearm. Love it. Oh,
Nice,
that's
dude.
amazing. Hell
Nice.
yeah. So yeah, please leave comments and check out our Patreon, patreon.com/wangers. We just did a commentary for Final Destination, the very first one, and I just made Mission Impossible Fallout available to all patrons, but most of them don't care.
No, they're all thrilled about that, Christian, because we're trying to promote the Patreon, guys. Come
I'm
on
saying the current ones now,
now.
but be a new one, and then you should care.
Yeah. Well, they also listened to it, 7 years ago.
Not all of them.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Maybe not all of them.
Okay.
But listen to it again. I don't
Yeah,
know.
Yeah.
All right. And every single week we give a shout out to our patrons, $15 and up, and it's followed by a funny little soundbite. Cody, you ready?
Yeah.
Aaron Woodley. Alec M.S. Young.
Ooh, a little bit of tongue action. I like it.
Arcadio Castellanos. Billy Storley.
All that I've got.
Nice. Bobby Mitchell.
Hey, yo, dog.
Brian Arsenal.
Nicaragua.
Oh,
Sí. Spain.
no.
France.
Tres, dos,
Iceland.
uno.
Brian D.
I want to go to Chili's and shit my ass out.
That's, by the way, did you see that Trump is going to change Uno to 1?
Okay, so that was a joke?
Yes.
Okay. I swear to God.
Hey. Hey.
That sounded plausible.
You never know,
All
but
right.
let's put it out there.
Yeah.
I'm going to change
Yeah.
to 1.
Okay, here we go.
Sorry, Chris Jones.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, on your ass.
Oh my God.
Oh,
Oh my God.
oh, Jesus
Oh man.
Christ, man.
Sidney Perez.
Look at this shit.
He's gonna pop it back in.
Oh.
Oh.
FS1138.
Hit the like button. Subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. If you're watching after the show is live.
Giuseppe. Harley Payne.
Yeah, I'm looking.
Sean Noto.
What's your cream ratio?
Julia Connor.
He's like the emo daddy,
Carl Soderback. Cat Markham.
Hey, baby. Oh, I love you, baby.
Kyle Johnson.
I like 2%.
Maris Thornton.
Yeah, I love horror movies.
Michael Bittner.
I will bounce on it.
Nick Wade.
Is it longer?
Senior Film.
I love
Yeah.
pranks. Take the one thing we have in life, trust, and fuck it.
Sergio Castaneda.
Look out!
Sheridan Ponce.
It's a nice poll.
Stephanie Merritt. We do a duet? Stefan Solosi. Terry Stockwell.
And so I have to say oh no, that was all the tears. Fuck! God damn it! Fuck! Son of a bitch! That's why I need you to hear!
TJ Jones. Tyler Eklund.
Yeah, I love horror movies.
And finally, Wiley Todd.
I curve to the left.
Come on.
Normally, I curve to the left.
Sorry.
That's what we get.
Unbelievable.
It's okay. It's all right.
Alrighty, folks.
Thank you all. Miguel says, generally super underrated show. I would suggest you guys try to get on some friends' podcasts or ask your friends to give you a promo. Thank you so much.
appreciate the
I
kind words,
appreciate that.
Miguel.
Yeah, appreciate it. You know, it's
we don't have a lot of friends.
Nah, not really. I don't like going anywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
But if
No,
they ever
no, I
asked,
hear you.
I wouldn't mind. But you know, I do appreciate that.
Yeah.
Tell your friends. Tell your family.
Tell your friends, man.
Tell all the podcasts you listen to us. If you know some people that you want on this show, you let us know. We'll try to get them on. Yeah. Just don't ask about some because we've tried. It's just not gonna happen. Yeah. All right. Thank you all. We appreciate every single one of you. Please make sure you're liking this video, commenting, subscribing if you haven't. Check us out on all of our social media platforms. We do appreciate all the love and support everywhere and anywhere. And we'll see you all next week. Thank you. Bye.
Hello, my name is Alexander Skarsgård.
My name is Alexander Skarsgård.
Huh.
I'm Alexander Skarsgård.
Okay.
Alexander Skarsgård.
There's Alexander Skarsgård.
I'm Alexander Skarsgård.
I'll send you that
You
one.
have to clip that.
That's
one.
a
That is
great
so
one.
fucking
That's a good one.
Oh my
That's
God.
very, very good.
What is the context of that?
He
Maybe
was
I
like-
don't want to.
I don't know. I literally downloaded like 20 videos of just, like various pronunciations. I should have gotten like Bill and Stella.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Could have gotten the whole. But I just took to Alexander. So there it is.
Nice pull.
Look out! Make sure I mention my moving this off. I will bounce on it. Thanks everyone. Bye.
Bye.